4, 5.
Brockman's
Top 5.
Oh, gosh. That's terrible. That's freaky. That's absolutely freaky. So your top 5
in-studio show guests who have been presidents
in movies.
In
TV.
movies or TV, top 5.
Okay, go for it. What do you
All
got?
right, here we go. We got
curious-
presidential music?
No, no, no. Just give us whatever
fine,
music you got. Go for it.
whatever.
What do you got?
All right, number 5. His title in this movie is just the U.S. president.
Not a name.
Not a name.
Okay.
Billy Bob Thornton in Love Actually.
He was the president in Love Actually?
He plays such a dirtbag in this movie. It's such a quick kind of cameo, if you remember. He goes to visit Hugh
Grant?
Hugh Grant's character in London, and he tries to hit on his assistant that he ends up getting with.
By the way,
super fast,
especially here on Valentine's Day as well.
Yeah.
Just Jason Kelsey and Kylie Kelsey going back and forth about how horrible the people are in Love Actually, and women love it. Susie can't get enough of Love Actually.
Love that movie. Watch it every year.
People act so horribly in this movie.
Terrible.
Really? Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Chris. What else?
Billy Bob Thornton in Love Actually.
Okay. Number 5.
Number 4. Number
Yeah.
4.
Uh-huh.
We played one of his clips earlier. Morgan Freeman was President Beck in Deep Impact.
Okay. Deep Impact.
Deep Impact. Morgan Freeman.
Okay.
He saves the world from whatever happened in that movie. I forget.
There he was when
All
he
right,
was appearing.
number 3.
Yes.
Mike Del Tufo has a cool autograph of this person. Michael Douglas played President Andrew Shepard in The American President.
That's right.
He's great in that movie.
Yeah.
He's great.
So he's number 3 on your list.
Number 3 on our
Okay.
list. Number
Yes.
3. Number 2. And
Yes.
he's forever my president, Rich. Dennis Haysbert was President Palmer in 24. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that's
to
right.
President Palmer. Spoiler alert.
We spoke more about him being Pedro Serrano than the president when he was here.
We did, but he was great on that. He was
Okay.
great on 24 as
Okay.
a president. And number 1, you just saw him, President Whitmore on Independence Day, the great
Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman. Saves the world.
Telling stories
Telling stories saves the world.
when they were on their worldwide tour for the movie, people in Brazil thought he was the actual
Literally
American
thought he was the
president.
real president.
Look at Bill
Pullman.
here.
Looks
Fantastic.
presidential right there.
Yes, he does.
All right.
I think we need one more.
Oh,
All right, we'll get one more.
all right, we got one more.
One more. And
we
this is
really have had 6 guests here on this show who have been presidents in movies and
We've
TV.
actually had 7. Aaron Eckhart, apologies to him. He got left
doesn't
off.
make the list?
Olympus Has Fallen. He was the
Okay.
president. He got left
All right.
off. Even got a sequel.
Okay.
No. This is going on because it's kind of germane to what's happening right now in our country. The president in Idiocracy, if you remember, President Camacho was Terry Crews. Was Terry Crews.
Get you a beer.
Was President Camacho in Idiocracy.
That would have been my number 1.
Is that no one for you? Huh?
Well, it's like life imitating art today.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
Thank you.
one of the things that we talked about, we didn't talk about Idiocracy with Terry when he's here, but one of the things we did talk about was Antoine Fuqua.
Yeah.
Seeing him all jacked up and being a guy who would just come to set because he was trying to learn the ropes in town and he knew that there was a movie,
security
a
or
training
something in
day,
there?
and he put him in the scene and the famous Denzel Washington scene at the end of the movie. You could see Terry Crews standing right there,
so
way before he was the president of the
So
United
we've had
States.
7 movie
How
and
about
film,
that?
TV, movie, film presidents.
And we had Martin Sheen on a Zoom once.
Martin Sheen on
Make
Zoom.
it 8.
That's right, 8.
Impressive.
Happy President's Day weekend, everybody. For those listening, we will chat again on Tuesday. We're taking a 3-day break here.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Except Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Only 29% of the Earth's surface is land, which is not a lot. So if you want to see more of the world, you have to reframe the way you travel. Embark on an expedition cruise with National Geographic Lindblad Expeditions. Learn more alongside seasoned experts sailing aboard small ships made for exploring. Don't just see the world, see it differently. National Geographic Lindblad Expeditions. Visit natgeoexpeditions.com/cruises to learn more.
Enjoy the warm air circulating moments after you turn up the heat.
precise control of cooking temperatures, enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower, the instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit, never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr! The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, we bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. At Rebel Fitness, we're not just about lifting weights, we're about lifting spirits. Join a community of badasses who are rebelling against the norm and crushing their fitness goals. Sweat, lift, move, fuel, fight for a healthier, happier you. Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Join the movement today. Visit us at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
There are going to be 2 werewolves who are going to murder people. There will be a doctor, a seer, and villagers. The villagers are trying to piece out who the werewolves are and vote them out. The werewolves are trying to go undetected through the whole game. I have awful news. There was a murder last night. Our poor Chandler Honeycutt was brutally killed by the werewolves and is eliminated from this game. You are gone, Chandler. All right, so now
it took 26 seconds of this game for somebody to kill Chandler.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
Hey, Jared, how much of that cake did you eat yesterday?
How much did you eat?
Claude Lemieux, he is the brother of this famous hockey player.
Pepe Le Pew.
Little John.
What in the world?
This is why Cliff makes the big bucks. He's the king of Greenville. This is why right here, right?
He's a great communicator.
At the Burlington... have no idea what the just happened.
Please call in and air your underwear.
Bro, what are we doing here?
Bro.
Just a bunch of dudes sitting in a room talking into sticks, man.
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927fm.com. And you can find us at Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. And man, if you are a pirate, that is the place to be, because we have a new edition of the Danny Beal Show. He previews the baseball season and also talks about some locker room memories and moments with Jake Hunter and Riley Johnson, so you can check that out. You can also, if you're in the football mood, hear the Holt Ahlers Show and watch that, as he had on the quarterback of the Pirates, Caden Hauser. Those new shows available right now at Pirate Radio TV. Plus you get this show, the Brian Bailey Show, the Parker Bird Show, the Greg Hudson Show. It's all there for you, and some new Mike Schwartz as well. We got audio of Coach Schwartz before the Pirates take on Charlotte this weekend in basketball. So we got a lot coming up on today's show, and a lot coming up in the world of ECU athletics, and a ton at Pirate Radio TV. All right, coming up on the program today, Brian North will join us later on in hour number one. Tony Dunn to tie a bow on the NFL season and look ahead to the offseason. And also Morgan Ahlers will join us coming up in hour number three. Shirley Rhodes is here. We got intern Logan. We got intern Will. We got A-Harp to my left. What's up, Alex?
What's up, Clip? Good to be here.
Good to see you. Love the fleece, fur, whatever you were wearing today.
Appreciate it.
It looks
nice
warm.
Jacket. It's a great gift from my lovely girlfriend.
I might look into getting one of those. We've got to quickly head out to the Big Rock Power Sports Live line, because joining us, color analyst on ESPN Plus for Pirate Baseball, Mike Mullis, is here to recap Game 1, East Carolina 0-1, as we come to you on the air today. Mully, how you doing, man?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Doing good. Mully, Pirates losing the opener 7-3 to East Carolina. Let's talk Ethan Norby. Gets the start on opening day Friday, 5 1/3, 5 hits, 3 runs allowed, 6 strikeouts. Those numbers by themselves are okay, but no walks, but hit batsman a problem for Norby today, right?
Yeah, 3 hit by pitch, and at least one of those scored, maybe 2. I'm trying to go back in my mind, but yeah, I mean, it's one of those outings that's just kind of it's a good day without those those 3 pitches. But all in all, not a bad start to the season for him. Just didn't quite get maybe the luck that he deserved.
How about the guys that came in out of the bullpen, Young and Williams? I know Williams, 4 strikeouts for him. Young giving allowed 3 earned runs to his box score today. So how about the bullpen for ECU today?
Yeah, I mean, Young was certainly didn't have the outing he wanted. Got knocked around a little bit, and again, all the things that we've talked about and the kind of the excitement around these young pitchers, or the Young being a JUCO transfer, but the big velocity, the electric stuff, and some of it's just kind of trying to figure out how to get Division I hitters out. Williams was really good. I mean, for the most part, he came in and pounded the zone, especially in the last inning of his outing, and so there's things to grow on. You take away the hit by pitch, and you take away a couple of errors, and just the things that you can't do fundamentally and win competitive ball games. And listen, this Mason crowd, they ran 5 arms out there, kind of different look guys, nobody overpowering in the least. One guy, they had one arm that was, consistently in the in the upper 80s to low 90s with a lot of arm side action on his pitch, the Knox kid. But otherwise, guys that just came in, commanded breaking balls, and owned the zone.
Yeah, quiet bats in the opener for ECU. Just 4 hits on the day. The big one for the Pirates, Dixon Williams, with a home run for ECU. But outside of that, just not too much going on. So another reason it's kind of tough to talk baseball, you have to have a large sample size before you can make any kind of proclamation. So we're not going to do much here after one game of a 50-plus game season or whatever. But Mully, did you see anything from the newcomers, from the old guys as far as the play? Well, not a lot of old guys to look at, right? No Riley Johnson in the lineup. A lot of new faces in this opening day lineup for ECU.
You know, I will say the thing, the top to bottom, that has to be improved here in Game 2, unfortunately for the Pirates, they do get to turn around and play again here about 3:30. But, you know, just kind of giving away at bats, not overly competitive in the batter's box. We actually only had one player there into the 8th inning, and Walker Barron, that had fouled off multiple pitches. A lot of them had been kind of straightforward outs. So, I mean, the level, the competition level of the ABs, and again, you know, not to make excuses, but just kind of factually, you know, the Pirates spend a lot of time working on, and everybody talks about velocity and this, that, and the other, and Mason comes in, and they're like, hey, that's not really our deal, but we will pitch you to death, and we'll nibble and bite, and again, throw breaking balls. They brought in a left-hander, O'Keefe. I don't know that he threw a fastball, and so, you know, it's you got to adjust to those things, Clip. You got to be able to, you know, to kind of make kind of in-flight adjustments and realize that your approach has to, you know, has to remain solid. And we saw some guys kind of get outside of the standard approach that we've come to know of East Carolina offense.
Speaking of adjustments, Pirates having to make an adjustment with the starting rotation here in weekend number 1, and Bradley Zayak getting the ball. How do you you'll get to know him a little bit more coming up in a few minutes, Mully, but the freshman from Chesapeake, Virginia, gets the ball for Game 2. What do you know about him?
Yeah, you know, and I saw him throw this past Sunday. Another one of these big arm, you know, freshmen. Good stuff. It's just going to be a matter of location and being able to manage the moment. But it's not a talent issue. It's just an adjustment issue. And he, you know, that's what he's got to do today to be successful against, you know, this Mason lineup. But you know, again, I don't think there's clearly not a all hope is lost kind of mentality. We can find a way to scrap back and come out of the day with a win. And, you know, that would be a positive to build on, with an opportunity to win the series tomorrow with Sean Jenkins going.
Mike Mullis, we'll let you get back to the booth, Mully, for Game 2 coming up on ESPN+. How'd Game 1 go from a broadcast perspective?
Oh, you know, I thought it was fine. You know, it's, you know, we're all working our way into mid-season form. So after one game, we should be there, right? And, you know, we don't have much of a curve. So, but, you know, all in all went well, and hopefully we can broadcast a win for the Pirates in this next one.
All right, Mully, thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate it. Have fun in Game 2.
Okay, buddy.
All right, there is Mike Mullis live from Clark LeClaire Stadium, joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports live line. Saw Hayden walk in. What was she doing?
She came in to drop some stuff off, and then she left with Jarrett to head back to the baseball games.
J-Bone at the game today. I guess the Chan Man is out there as well, having fun.
Yep. And
I was there earlier.
Yep.
Okay. How was your
Ellerby's
experience?
Huh?
How was your experience?
I think we're going to improve in the second game. I hope. A lot of drunk students, though. We're amped up for the season.
You know what? That's good. That's good. They have a lot of student engagement.
What about class? What about school?
Well, when the baseball season starts, you got to pick and choose your battles.
We're a R1 university now. I don't know if you heard about this.
I did, but, I mean, you can be R1 and watching baseball.
And still have a good time.
Yeah.
What are you R1 in, Alex? You're R1 in fill in the blank. All right, moving on. Think about that for the next 3 hours. Pirates lose today. I gave Will some, this is more of a pop quiz than homework. East Carolina, since 2001. Does this include this year? Will, this record you've given me? I could do math, but I'm
That
not.
does not include today.
So the Pirates are now 16-8 in opening day games. This will be their first opening season loss since 2022.
Hey, Clip, what did we do that year?
What year?
In 2022. How did that season turn out?
I don't know. They all run together. Is that the year we hosted the Super Regional?
That is.
Okay.
Just another note. That 16-7 that I gave you does not include 2002 because apparently the 2002 season did not happen.
We just wiped that from the history.
It wasn't on the ECU website, and when I looked it up, Google AI told me that records from 2002 do not exist.
What if this is weird? I know.
Interesting.
Y'all ever go into like YouTube wormholes or whatever? Just start finding stuff. Like one of them, I clicked on a video recently, and it was like darkest places on the web or craziest stories or something. But like, there's a claim that there was a mass shooting in like 2006 at a high school volleyball game that nobody talks about or has record of. But it sounds like it's just some stupid internet lore or whatever. But like, what if the 2002 season never happened?
Did it?
I mean, I don't remember it particularly. I mean, you.
And what other reason would there to be to like wipe all the data from the internet?
I don't know.
Is 2002 even real? Did that even really happen?
Did the year even happen? What, do you remember anything about 2002? Logan, do you?
I was still.
What were you doing in 2002, Logan?
Probably in my mom's belly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was still crapping myself.
Well, when's the last time you did that? Like what year? What year would you say?
That's a great question.
Hizo una caca.
This is what radio audiences want to talk about.
Right.
To talk about.
Yeah.
When was the last time
you pooped your pants?
You crapped yourself.
Like,
you don't win with turds.
Give me a year. Give me a year, folks. That's all I'm asking. For Jimmy Butler, it would be 2025 would be his answer, apparently. So he had, the Warriors should have worn dark shorts the other night. Let's check in with the chat game real quick. I've asked Alex like 3 questions today. He hasn't answered 2 of them.
I'd probably say like middle school football practice. I had some skid marks one time.
You know what? I probably shouldn't have pressed you to answer that question. That's on me. All right. We've got Cal saying the Bats need to wake up in game 2. Going to treat this as the extra innings post-game show. Give us a call, 317-1250. Is Cliff Godwin on the hot seat? Let us know. All right. Jerry says hello.
Hello.
Anybody want to say, hey, Jerry Bear? Or
hey, Jerry Bear.
Help the bear!
Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Do you know where help the bear comes from, Alex? Hit it again, Shirley.
Help the bear!
Oh, it was like some freestyle.
It's Mystical doing a freestyle.
Yeah.
And if he said, if you see me in the woods fighting a grizzly bear, help the bear. It's a pretty good line. Jamie says, need George Mason to get out of the way and stop getting hit by the ball. Yeah. Hey, guys. Show some reflexes, get out of the way, and let's play baseball like men.
Swinging dingers.
Thank you, Shirley. Chad says, bang, bang, chat gang. Baseball season is over. Derek says, got to quit hitting batters, and I'm not even a quitter. You know, some things it's okay to quit. Drinking, smoking, doping.
You know, I'm okay with the hitting batters. It's the bad aim that I'm more bothered by. If you're going to hit a batter, like, strike him in the dome. Like, take him out.
All right. Easy. Hey, you football.
For legal reasons, I have been advised to say that was a joke.
Your attorneys have contacted you?
Yes. My PR team.
That was
hard.
Obviously a joke. Jamie says Tony Dunn has some Cam Newton explaining to do. Yeah, this is like Captain America Civil War going on with the Panthers right now. You got Newton versus Steve Smith. Tony, we finally got him last week or whatever when Cam said he'd rather have an MVP than a Super Bowl trophy. Tony was speechless and could not defend Cam Newton. We'll see if he can defend Cam's most recent comments.
I don't think that's a crazy take, but
why?
Also, I mean, I think it does depend on the franchise that you play for, but you know, like Nick Foles, like as a Super Bowl winner, like I don't know, if Nick Foles like had an MVP, I think he'd be remembered more personally for that MVP than Nick Foles is remembered for that Super Bowl.
Well, he just remembered he had a Super Bowl.
I did have to think about it for a second.
I hear that. I hear that a little bit, but yeah, I'm not going to allow it.
I didn't say I necessarily agree. I just said I don't think it's as crazy of an opinion as a lot of people think.
I think that if he said, I'd rather. I talked about this last week. If somebody asked, hey, Cam, I'm going to either take away your championship at Auburn or your Heisman Trophy, which one would you rather keep? And if he said Heisman Trophy, I think that would be better than saying the NFL MVP thing. Because I think the Heisman Trophy is more prestigious than even a college football championship. I think the Heisman Trophy is way more prestigious than NFL MVP.
Yes, because you have a limited amount of time in college.
True, yeah.
Most of the time, 3 seasons.
And we remember Heisman
chances.
Trophies way more than NFL MVPs.
Yeah.
Kenny saw the Pirate Radio crew at the game. Cass says hello. Hey, Cass. Steve says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Mike P said, I will quit drinking. I will quit smoking. I will not quit straight West Coasting. I feel like I should know what he's talking about, but I don't. Chad says Nick Foles has a statue for his Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah, there's a statue of him and Doug Peterson outside, and they fired Doug Peterson like a year or two later. But look, the way this country's going, they'll probably tear the statue down.
Is that the most
That's the kind
random
of show we're doing today, by
Is
the way.
that the most random statue outside of a pro
Great
or college
question.
sports arena?
I would say yes.
Because like every other statue like feels deserving. Like Dirk in front of the Mavericks arena, like that makes a ton of sense.
Yeah. I like statues. I think we should build more statues of sports figures outside of stadiums. If they were to build an East Carolina statue.
Oh, I was just about to ask that. That's such a good question.
Question of the day. If they would build an East Carolina statue, like out there where they have that pirate right now, in between Dowdy Ficklin and what building is that over there?
Ward.
Ward.
Yep.
Who would the statue be? I have an answer, but I want to go around the horn. Shirley, Alex, interns. You're building a statue on the ECU complex. Who would that statue be?
Is it cheap to have 2 answers? Because I have 2 answers.
That's fine. We're just going nominees right now, so that's fine.
Okay. So my first one is Zay Jones. He's NCAA record holder.
Clothed.
Huh?
The statue would be clothed.
Clothed?
Yeah, anyway. All right, who else?
And then I'm so sorry. I don't remember the guy's name.
Okay, well, he doesn't need a statue.
Well, no, hang on. But if we could have a statue made of the game-winning touchdown in the Peach Bowl.
Luke Fisher stretching across.
Yeah.
That would be a cool statue.
So either that statue or a statue of the all-time career receptions leader in NCAA history. I think those are my 2 answers.
Most statues go vertical. This one would be kind of horizontal. That would be kind of neat, actually. All right, who's up? Will, Logan, Shirley?
I think Zay Jones would have been my first answer, but from my time here, Raji's been here since my freshman year, so we've kind of grown together.
You get a still shot of Rajay's touchdown, the one we have in our autographed framed shirt, and maybe him running down the field.
And just being at that game, man, like that was peak moment here at ECU. I mean, I think that moment should be frozen in time for me at least.
All right, I'll accept that. We got Luke Fisher, Zay Jones, Rajay Harris.
I think the easy one is Zay Jones, but I'll go with something different. Like David Garrard or Keaton Mitchell.
Okay. Garrard and Mitchell.
I feel like they were both very important figures.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to go with 17, Dwayne Harris, because I think he embodies what East Carolina is, which is, you know, he took a beating a lot of times. I mean, he was one of the toughest football players you'd ever see on the offensive side of the ball.
It would be cool to have all those dreads in a statue.
Yeah, that would be cool,
That would
too.
look cool as a visual.
And another, I'm going to go outside the box here, but somebody who embodied probably about 80% of pirate memories that every one of us in this room and in this building remembers, I would build a statue of Jeff Charles.
That was going to be my answer. Statue of the voice, who called all our great memories, who I have a real soft spot for announcers, and when they leave the team or this earth, I lose a part of the team, of the school. That happened with Jeff.
Yeah.
I actually talked about that this week on Twitter. I would definitely go The Voice.
Actually, as a matter of fact, the shirt that I'm wearing right now is Jeff's shirt. I actually wore it today. I did tell Alex, because Alex was like, "You're a little dressed up today." And I kind of made a joke about it, but now that I remembered, today is opening day of ECU baseball, and Jeff was a huge baseball fan. I mean, in general.
Yeah.
He loved baseball, and so I thought, what better way to honor Jeff than to wear a shirt that he once wore on opening day of ECU baseball. So that's why I chose that shirt.
Getting a statue approved, I know there's probably a lot of yellow tape, a lot of restrictions you got to get through.
And
but
probably a ton of money.
In all seriousness, like our press box, name it the Jeff Charles press box. What are we doing?
I think we've already done that.
Yeah, we've already done it.
We got to put it on the press box then.
Not the whole press box, but the booth that Jeff broadcasted out of is named after Jeff. Yes.
Okay.
That was done last year sometime, I believe. Not last year, I'm sorry, the year before.
One of the last texts I got from Jeff, he was at the at a Tigers baseball game. It was a rain delay, but he sent me a picture of it. But, like, I think he's flexing on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's, like, pointing at the tarp, but his point is showing his bicep. So, like, he didn't have to point.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But
that's
like,
a typical
Hey,
Jeff.
Hey, Jeff, do you know where the bathroom is?
That way.
Yeah.
But that dude, did you ever see him, Alex? I know in his younger days he'd work out like in the weight room at ECU. I'm pretty sure he still did that. If I'm not mistaken.
He always did.
But he was a warrior.
I was never fortunate enough to meet him in person and actually be able to talk to him.
Dang.
It does mean a lot to me though that I played his final year being the voice of the Pirates.
And y'all would have hit it off because he would have talked some hockey with you. He would that's the thing I miss the most. He'd come on the show every Wednesday, but like if something happened in sports, like man, I would have been talking to him forever about Washington's run, and I know he would have been pumped up just because he remembers the Washington glory days. But Jerry says, why was Charles Boulevard not named Jeff Charles Boulevard? I mean, that would be super easy to do.
That would be super easy to do. Maybe it's never been brought up. I don't know. You know, you were talking about one of the last texts you got. I was one of the last people to see Jeff before he left because Jeff always came over to the studio and had me double check his equipment box to make sure everything was in order and he wasn't missing anything. And he came by and I checked the box and I said, "Yep, Jeff, you're good to go." He said, "All right, Shirley, I'll see you later." And I said, "Safe travels." And unfortunately, that was the last time I talked to Jeff. But Alex, you would have loved to talk to Jeff because Jeff was, you know, I mean, he was a veteran in the business, but he also would give you some great advice. Like he would tell you, you know, if you were looking to get into this business, he would give you some sage advice. I mean, he was a wealth of knowledge, and I always picked his brain about a little bit of everything. But we talked a lot of baseball because I love baseball too. So, and he's a Tigers fan. I'm a Red Sox fan, and we talked a lot of baseball. It was actually in the process of trying to get a minor league baseball team up and running in Ohio.
He was excited about that. Had the jerseys and name and everything. He was pumped.
I think they were going to call them the Tugboats.
Yeah. Jeff also gave bad advice. When I was a student, I was able to talk to him. I said, "Hey, Jeff, do you have any advice for an East Carolina student trying to get into broadcasting?" And he said, "Yeah, have you talked to Troy and Jonathan at Pirate Radio?" And I did, and I'm still here and can never leave. No, I'm kidding.
That's hilarious.
That was actually very good advice. Shirley, let's take a break. When we return, let's hear Jeff Charles' call of Akeem Richmond's three-pointer in the CIT, just for old time's sake.
The CIT winner?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
All right. Cal says Jeff Charles used to come to the gym in Tarboro and put in work. Talked to him a couple times about the Pirates. Was in high school.
He would hit local gyms wherever he was. If he happened to be in Farmville, he'd hit a local gym in Farmville. If he went to Tarboro, he did the same.
I'm surprised. Well, not maybe with y'all's ages, but nobody said Chris Johnson. Chad said a Chris Johnson statue.
I was going to say, I'm shocked we didn't get a Holton Ahlers selection.
Kenny says Holton Ahlers or Shane Carden would be good as well. All right, we will be following along Game 2 for ECU baseball. I'm assuming that is coming up very soon. So we got that and a lot more on the way. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Back with you after this.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Beauty Bar Medi Spa invites you to experience the magic of self-care with treatments that enhance your natural beauty. From Botox to fillers, skincare, and more, this is your time to be celebrated. For the month of February, we are featuring our Skin Better Alpha Rit 30 treatment with 20% savings, a no-downtime treatment, revealing a more radiant, rejuvenated skin. Your lips, but better? Ever curious about lip filler? This is your sign to jump on our exclusive offer for the month. Visit Beauty Bar Medi Spa at 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville. Call us or visit beautybarmedispa.com for details. Celebrate you at Beauty Bar Medi Spa.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue Electric, Plumbing, and Air.
Pirate fans, 2025 East Carolina football season tickets are on sale now and can be purchased for as little as $115. Head coach Blake Harrell wants you to be a part of his first full season as the Pirate coach as he builds momentum off of the 8-win season and the Military Bowl win over North Carolina State. Call 1-800-DIAL-ECU or go to ECUPirates.com today to get your 2025 season tickets.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Life is unpredictable and full of possibilities. Chance by chance, moment by moment, we thrive on fueling epic stories that make each night unforgettable. At Four Loko, we salute those who dare to live in the moment. Four Loko nights should be big, bold, and unexpected. That is why Four Loko pushes the boundaries through product innovation and live events. Four Loko has just introduced new sour flavors, now available. Look for Four Loko at your favorite retailer and at fourloko.com. Make every night unforgettable with Four Loko.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you always dreamed of having your own backyard oasis? Elite Pools in Greenville can make that dream a reality. The professionals at Elite Pools are experts in fiberglass and gunite pool installation and renovation, and their goal is to deliver the highest quality at an affordable price. Visit the Elite Pools showroom in Greenville across from Agri Supply, or visit their website at elitepoolsnc.com. Transform your backyard into a destination with Elite Pools. And Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, innovation, and ensure every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gateway can handle all your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns, fillings, sedation, dentistry, and cosmetic needs, such as braces and implants. Visit them on Hemby Lane in Greenville or call 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, Friday. Pirates losing Game 1 to George Mason. Game 2, is it underway yet or about to get underway? It is underway. We'll get that on here in the studio. We've got some cool baseball gear for you to purchase right now. The new Jungle License t-shirts. It is your license to hang out in the jungle this baseball season. You can pick up that new shirt or Parker Bird's Why Not You t-shirt right now, pr927fm.com. The shirts are available through the Shimmer Boutique online website. We have a link for that. Also, physical store locations as well at Shimmer. And our model, Vanna Ellerby, is here with a shirt. On the front, oh, I like that front logo too. It's got the ECU Pirate Radio logo. Boy, what a toss. But it's got a baseball threads as well. Very cool looking shirt that I will pop on here at some point during the show. But your lifetime jungle license available now. I think I'm going to sign my name on it.
Yeah, I was just thinking, do you sign your name or do you get like an autograph from one of the Diamond Pirates?
That's a good idea as well. Ellerby
Do
also.
they come in purple too?
Is that for? Well, hello, Jonathan.
What's up, fellas?
Santa Ellerby delivering gifts.
Santa Ellerby. I'll have to get to Studio B next.
Yeah, they're all right.
And hook them up. But yeah, so the idea of the jungle license is, I think kids can run the bases and get players' autographs on Sunday, which may be Saturday this week. But so you could get your favorite player, or you could sign your jungle license T-shirt, which are available at Shimmer. So go to pr927fm.com. All the details are there, and of course on Shimmer's website, or go by Shimmer. It's Valentine's Day. What a great gift! I just got off the phone with Shimmer a little while ago. They got the Parker Bird shirts and the jungle license shirts. They're going fast. We're going to be restocking next week. Also coming soon next week before the Carolina series, we have new Dixon Williams, Colby Wallace, and Ethan Norby shirts that are going to be hitting over at Shimmer Boutique. So these are all NIL opportunities for our ECU baseball players. So kind of a fun way. Kind of T-shirt weather today. Wasn't extremely cold, but certainly you needed a hoodie probably to throw over your T-shirt. But
I'm wearing a T-shirt. I just happen to have a hoodie over the T-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe when you're at home watching the games later, you can have your T-shirt on. But yeah, so you guys can be our models.
Two questions while you're here, Ellerby. One, what if ECU is erecting a new statue where they have the pirate right now? Who should that statue be?
Man, I loved the Jeff Charles. I mean, yeah. That really kind of hit my heart and was I think that would be awesome. I'd have to think about it from I don't know, man. There's just so many.
Alex had a good idea. The Luke Fisher touchdown. That picture is kind of iconic. If you have a statue of him, reaching across the goal line.
Yeah, I mean, there needs to be some sort of pirate ring of honor somewhere, and you could have a lot of. Great. I just think that's just kind of where you have to like relive that history. I mean, we've been talking about this since 2003 when Pirate Radio started, of just the way that, I mean, Dowdy Ficklin Stadium for years, and they have some signage up and the way they've honored some players and stuff.
They put up All-Americans.
Right, yeah. But there needs to be some sort of just ring of honor because there's players that have had great moments or there's been great things that have happened that you can honor. I mean, the Rajay touchdown, obviously just recent memory, is certainly an iconic moment of his photo. We just showed the picture that we're going to frame up here or have it framed. It's going to be in the studio. So, there's a lot of, even Crump. Original Crump, you know. I always hear my dad tell stories of the guys from the 70s and 80s that, Tony Collins, that played, Ernest Bonner, the guys that laid a foundation for ECU football during some of the hard-nosed, tough era, So that I just think that it's something that really needs to be thought about. And there's maybe not just one person, but I think always the voice, Jeff Charles, is just such a, we have his bobblehead right here. I love that we sign off PRL every day with Jeff Charles. I mean, he was just a legend. So just a lot of great things. I mean, we have so many memorabilia and things in our studio here that I think about, that it's just really cool. But it would just be really, really, really cool if the stadium was more of a like a Hall of Fame museum. Hall of Fame thing that you could, and statues I know are expensive. And I know at Alabama they have all the coaches that have won the national the Ring of Champions or whatever they have. But it would just be cool. And they've done a great job. We put it on our social media, the picture above the ticket office out at ECU Baseball with Burley, Gavin, the guys that are currently in the MLB. So, I mean, there's definitely a lot of things you can do graphic wise now with sign companies and other things under the stadium that could bring Dowdy Ficklin Stadium to life a lot more. So I think the fan experience, and I thought today, I was out at the game one earlier today, and I'll give my hats off to the fans. That, I mean, the game that got moved 24 hours earlier, there was a great opening day crowd there at noon. I thought that for it being on a Friday at noon, hats off. I mean, the Pirate Nation shows up and shows out for ECU baseball, and there's just a lot of cool opportunities, I think, to enhance the game experience. That's what people want this day and age. I mean, there's premium seating, and that's great. But the fan experience in the all areas of the stadium needs to be positive to get people to continue to come out and come to ball games, because there are so many other options and distractions. So I think the more you can enhance the food, the visual, and make people feel a part of the program is really what it's all about. And people, I mean, as I said, the two things I've always said East Carolina's got to be in all sports. It's got to be fun. It's got to be relevant. It's got to be fun when you go to the game. You got to see your friends, Alex Harper, Clip Brock. My parents went to the game today. You see your parents, so you have a lot of fun interaction. You can recount a lot of memories, whether that's tailgating before the game or during the game. And then relevant is when they scan your ticket, you got to think between 1% and 100% that your team's going to win that day. Because if you think 0% that your team's not going to win, which has happened at East Carolina before, there's been times I've gone to East Carolina Athletics where I didn't think we had a chance at all to win. And generally when that happened during some of those years, it was when the tailgating was not as much fun because a lot of people weren't coming to games and stuff like that. So I think the more you can enhance the fun and relevancy of your program right now in athletics during all these challenging times where trying to win, I think those are the two things that you can kind of have a better influence and control over of in college athletics. And I think East Carolina does a great job with that for ECU baseball. And I think it shows why the support, and because East Carolina's won a lot too. You know, obviously in football over the last decade, there's been more losses than wins, but I think this last year proved that, hey, look, you can be very fun and relevant and real fast. The team turned it around. You guys, Alex Harper, when they all went from 3-4 and finished 5-1, that rallied the troops and made things exciting. East Carolina basketball right now has kind of been on that, up and down. It's kind of like, moments, and then it's like, back to who we think East Carolina basketball is. So hopefully Schwartz and the guys can get hot in February and March, and who knows, make some noise.
LRB, good news. We made a purchase. Jamie has purchased a shirt. So there you go.
Thank you, Jamie.
Well done.
Thank you, Jamie.
Final question. Mike P said, if Pirate Radio was to put up a statue up front of the studio, what would it be? We got a couple of nominations. Steve says Clip smoking a cigarette. Mike says Wes holding a bag of Warren's hot dogs. So a couple of nominees in.
I would think Wes in the woman's shirt.
Wes in the women's shirt.
In the left-handed shirt.
Wes in the blouse.
Wes in the left-handed shirt would have to be.
Yep.
Would have to
That's
be.
it.
I mean, that's a moment that no matter, it brings a smile to your face.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't go back and maybe on Throwback Thursday next week, we need to repost the legend of the left-handed shirt of Wes Hines. I don't know. Have our two new interns?
No, we need the interns.
They need to watch that. You need to Google YouTube Wes Hines Pirate Radio 1250 shirt, and I want y'all to watch that and then y'all comment on that later on in the show. That's like mandatory viewing. So if you don't, have you seen it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It brings a smile to your face.
It does. Yeah, that was my first week interning here. I got the same speech, this is if you're going to intern here, you have to watch this clip.
And then you got to meet and interact with Wes.
Yeah. We've had multiple shows where it was just me, Wes, and you. I think literally last year opening day,
right,
all of Pirate
Shirley's
Radio,
usually out of town.
Yeah, all of Pirate Radio was at opening day, and it was just me, you, and Wes here. We had no interviews, nothing to talk about, and everybody was at the game, so we didn't even know if people were even listening.
But it was great.
It was a great time.
And you do a good Wes.
Yeah,
Come on,
try.
Hit us. We always do. Zach Kaplan's the most impersonated person
Wes,
around here lately.
you can't say you wish your ex-wife would perish.
I didn't say it, but I don't disagree.
A great line
in the men's section.
Yep, it was. All right. Let's take a break. And then we'll get to the Jeff Charles CIT Akeem Richmond game winner. Jamie says, if Sean got a statue, what would it show him doing? I think making a sale.
Snapping.
He is a former long snapper. An Alex Harper statue. Snapping like we have on the shirt would be cool. Just your big butt out there.
I would have him on his motorcycle.
On his hog. All right, let's take a break. We'll
Shout
come
out
back.
to Ron Ayers Motorsports.
East Carolina goes down 1-2-3 in the first, all via the strikeout. So it is 0-0 heading into the second inning. Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck. We'll keep you up to date with Game 2 of East Carolina season. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
This is Dr. Anthony Skellick from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes of ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com and go Pirates!
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com. Over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show. Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kyra's Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at KyrasFloats.com. Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Look what we have here. It's the refreshing deliciousness of a Pepsi mini can. It's the perfect complement to any meal. The dash of indulgence your day was dreaming of. The sip that'll have you singing Pepsi.
Nope, not again, Steve. Let's take a cue from the Pepsi mini can and pack all that awesomeness you're feeling into a much smaller treat for everyone. Deal?
So, big awesomeness, smaller size. I think I've got just the thing.
Pepsi mini can. Mini can, big taste.
It's the perfect time to grab your wings, Greenville. This February, Wings Over Greenville is giving you 10% off your entire order when you use the code PIRATE25 online or in the app. Craving something delicious? They've got you covered. No minimum purchase. Redeem it one time a day so you can keep the wings coming all month long. So hurry. Code PIRATE25 is good all February long, but only online or through the app. Wings Over Greenville, the wings that make every game day even better. Order now and save. Use the code PIRATE25. Only at Wings Over Greenville.
Pirate Radio.
They'll never forget the eccentric pirate Bonnet and his savage, insane, vengeful pirate horde. He's a pirate, a real proper pirate.
A proper pirate.
That man is a fearsome pirate if I've ever seen one.
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely a pirate.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Kick the week off every Monday with sports trivia. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are acoustic nights. Thursday, Singo and karaoke, and every weekend, the best live music every Saturday and Sunday. For more information, check them on Facebook or Instagram. See you at the Buck. And vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now back into PRL. Here's Clip. Just a note, East Carolina softball.
East Carolina
is down 3-0 in the second inning to Radford.
Radford. I play for Radford. Pirates won on Thursday. And hopefully can pick up a W today. What is their schedule? Are they doing 2 today or 2 tomorrow? That is just me stalling for time so I can find out that answer. Okay. They will play Radford now and play number 22 Boston coming up later. And then play Boston on Saturday along with UMBC. So yesterday, Pirates picked up a win over Radford 9-8, a wild one there. So maybe they can get back in this one today. Shane Winkler's team 3-2 to start the season. Wanted the Jeff Charles, Akeem Richmond CIT championship winner, and I believe we have that. Hit it, Will. We got that?
With another free throw to put Weaver up by one. It's airborne, and it is no good. Sampson with a rebound for the Pirates, and now East Carolina has a chance to win the game on the final possession. 74-74, 9 seconds to go. Miguel Paul's got the ball up top. Miguel keeps the dribble alive. Lebo says, go to the hoop. Here's Miguel with it. Gives it to Richmond. Three is up. And good! At the buzzer! At the buzzer! Akeem Richmond hits the shot. At the buzzer. Shot! Unbelievable! What a shot, Jeffrey! Unbelievable! Incredible! 77-74.
Pirates win the CIT on an Akeem Richmond 3 at Weber State. Damian Lillard in the building watching East Carolina beat his alma mater. It was a thing of beauty. Great call by Jeff. That was him. He didn't call. I wonder how many games he called before that when he had taken time away with his cancer and had returned and called games for that CIT run. But that was awesome. Alex, you wanted to hear Jeff Charles's call from the win over BYU, and you found that on Pirate Radio's Twitter.
I did.
Let's hear that. Alex Harper snapping.
There's the snap, ball down, the kick is up, and the kick is good! From 33 yards out, you can paint this one purple! What an incredible win by the ECU Pirates! They become bowl eligible! Conrad, the freshman, ice water in his veins, hits it from 33 yards out. East Carolina leaves Provo with a 27-24 win over the BYU Cougars. My goodness, what an effort.
I'd like to introduce.
Please allow me to introduce myself. Awesome calls there from Jeff. There is a library of them, and we've got plenty we can sprinkle in if you need to hear more. But, man, those are fun to relive. Right now, East Carolina in baseball action, scoreless in the bottom of the second inning. So we're getting to know some of these young Pirates, and I have high hopes for this Austin Irby kid who takes a hack at it and sends it deep into left, and it's going to be caught on the warning track. Beautiful sunny day, but a little bit chilly.
We haven't had much sunny days recently, so This is nice. God does love baseball.
Is that a fact?
It is.
What do you think God's favorite sport is? What if God was one of us?
I have to say football legally, but
you're talking a lot about legalese today.
Yeah.
Are you under a lawsuit or something?
No, I just finished PR training.
Okay. All right. Do you have an agent?
Actually, no.
What?
I know this. I don't even know if this is what you were intending. Like, ask me about a football agent, but I had an interview with a football agent 2 days ago, and it was the word "unfortunately" was used.
You've been hearing too much of that word. Unfortunately, I will not be representing you. Was that how that went?
Yeah.
What was it, Drew Rosenhaus? One of the big agents?
No, it wasn't. No, unfortunately, I play a position that like a lot of people like. That was his reasoning. Was like I don't even like know how to like market you.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm just being honest. I don't think I'd be much help, which I do appreciate.
The honesty is a good thing.
Yeah.
Where are you with your football career, Alex? You're still
doing the same stuff, lifting, training. I didn't snap on the field for the last couple of days because of the rain, but I need to start doing that again. But just training, getting ready for Pro Day on March 25th, and then hopefully I'll get the attention of some scouts, of somebody, and get an opportunity. But we'll see.
I asked you, are you going to be one of these football players once you hang it up for good that gets really fat or really skinny?
I think I'll get really skinny because, I do like food probably more than the next person, but I don't eat that much during the day. But during football, because they want us to be, have enough food, I guess. Couldn't find the term, but we eat 3 meals a day heavy, during the season. During the football season, especially when we're traveling and stuff, I all 3 years I was at ECU, I probably gained between 8 and 10 pounds each year, and then would lose it in the off season.
It still trips me out, even though I've seen it a million times now, to see an offensive lineman 2 years after they've played.
Oh yeah,
and they're skin and bones.
It's insane because everybody's that big because you have to eat constantly.
Almost like they're wearing a fat suit while they play, and then they just take it off.
I feel like most of the time it's the opposite of what you were. The O-line get skinny,
and a wide receiver gets all puffy.
They're the ones that put on that get the dad bod when they had a six-pack for their whole life.
Yeah. Let's take a break. We'll come back hour 2, planning to check in with Tony Dunn. We'll talk a little football. Pirates get a base runner on a walk, 1 on, 1 out in the second inning. Is that Pack coaching first? I believe that was Bryant Packard, former Pirate great, who called it a career due to some lingering injuries. And we had another Pirate call it a career in baseball this week, Bryson Worrell, announcing his retirement from the game. We'll try to get Bryson on to talk about that. Maybe next week here on Pirate Radio. More to go when we return after these words.
Cold weather is here, and some families in our area need help to stay warm. Greenville Utilities' Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their heating costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. And GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor stay warm this winter with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. For more information, call 752-7166 or visit GUC.com.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville, across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
What's even better than going to Jimmy John's? The great taste of Jimmy John's coming to you. Check out their convenient catering bundle, including a 12-pack of half sandwiches made with fresh-baked bread, hand-sliced meats, and fresh veggies, plus 2 premium sides, 15 chips, and 15 desserts, all for one great price. You can also choose an a la carte option. Pick it up, or they'll set it up for you. And don't forget Jimmy John's loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson, and online at jimmyjohns.com. Walker.com.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dixon Williams, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Thank you, Will. Intern Logan here. Shirley Rhodes, trying to figure out what's going on with the TV. Having some issues in Studio B. Jamie says Jeff Palumbo's coaching third. Is that true?
He's not coaching first, so
I could have sworn I saw Cliff Godwin.
This game?
Yeah, this game. I don't know about game one.
All right.
But,
game one, it was Godwin at third and Palumbo at first. And I know Bryant Packard's out there at first now, but I don't know who's at third.
Okay. Interesting.
I'll get on that.
All right. Tony Dunn will be joining us momentarily inside the Pirate Radio studios. Pirates and George Mason scoreless in the third inning. East Carolina falling 7-3 in game one on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
Who'd you say? Heard you say a score earlier, Will. Was it Mississippi State that was dominating? Who'd you say was?
At the time that I saw it, it was like 17-0 Mississippi State over Manhattan in the fourth. Let me check that.
Yeah, we need one of those offensive explosions.
It'd be nice.
That would be nice. All right. What's up, Tony?
What's up, guys?
How we doing?
Good. There must be love in the air because everybody is on the roads today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I guess Valentine's Day is a big deal.
Looking for that, the love of their life.
On
Alex,
Street.
You got big plans?
We got some. we got some. Going to be cooking some salmon tonight for dinner, and then going to an unsponsored location for some beverages.
I'm not a big fish guy, but it does. How long does salmon take to prepare?
Not long.
8 minutes.
Yeah, not long at all. Especially we've been cooking salmon in the air fryer.
Oh,
yeah,
which
like
sounds
2 minutes.
cheap, but
No,
it's actually
I
really
cook
good.
everything in the air fryer.
Yeah.
I told Bryce and Brandon, who are outdoorsmen, manly man. I'm a man's man. And I was like, y'all might look down on me on this, but I cooked a ribeye in the air fryer the other night, and it was good. It was really good.
Jonathan Stewart came on our podcast and told me about the reverse sear. And you take that ribeye, you put it in the air fryer, 2 minutes on each side or something like that, and then you put it in the pan in the cast iron afterwards and sear it, and he won't lying.
Okay.
It was good.
I might check that one out. We went out to eat last night for Lily's birthday, and it wasn't terrible. I was like, hopefully everybody's going out Friday night for Valentine's Day and it won't be packed. But then I was like, man, Valentine's Day on a Friday, what if people are getting ahead of it and going on Thursday? But we only had to wait like 20 minutes.
No one got ahead of it, according to traffic on the way here.
All right, we've got football to discuss, Tony, as we tie a bow on the 2024 season. I don't know if you saw yesterday's show or so. Where's your poster board?
It got moved. It was on the window in the lobby, but now it's
I moved
in the
it
studio
over there. Oh, it's in here. Shirley can get it. Alex Harper will be picking an NFL team for the first time in his life for the 2025 season. Thank you, Shirley. And Alex did a little science project and made his he's already knocked out some teams. He knocked out 4 teams yesterday.
I could go. You better knock that one out right there.
We're making this a long, drawn-out process. He's going to announce his decision on draft night.
Okay.
So
every Thursday, I'm going to be eliminating a couple teams per week leading up to it. The first week was predetermined and kind of spoiled, but I didn't want to pick a team that somebody with Pirate Radio already is a fan of because I want to be different. So that's why, Panthers for Chandler, Commanders for Clip, and Dolphins and Raiders for Shirley and J-Bone have been eliminated already. But next week is going to be my first actual eliminations.
Okay. I suggest the Falcons.
To be eliminated or
to eliminate?
To
eliminate.
Okay, so funny you said that because Caden Norman was on the show earlier this week, and he's a strong supporter of me picking the Falcons as my team. So why are you so against it?
Well, number one, the Falcons are the worst team in the NFL. They are awful. No, they're division rivals for the Carolina Panthers.
They do have a young quarterback.
As a Pirate alum, I went to college while Mike Vick was a Virginia Tech guy. And he destroyed our college team, and then he was drafted by the Falcons, and he then continued to destroy my favorite pro team. So I hate the Falcons, and I may be the only person on the planet that likes Mike Vick more after the dog stuff than before.
Tony went the other way on it. So is he your football nemesis, I guess?
He was until he went to prison and
Who now?
rehabilitated himself and then became.
And then he started beating my team.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Eagles. I guess Camara, would he who would be your football kryptonite?
Ooh.
Who are some for me growing up it was Aikman, Irvin, and Emmitt Smith.
Yeah. Right now it's been every coach that's been the Panthers coach for
it's been an inside job.
Yeah.
But McNabb would be a good one for me, who killed me and then joined our team and sucked because he was old. Honestly, Dak and
it's Von Miller for me,
and he's not even a division guy, but back-to-back games.
Yeah, and then
he hurt.
Yeah, and then I guess Brady. I mean, those 2 Super Bowl losses, they still sting.
Yeah,
they sting.
If you were Tony,
Algie Crumpler, I hated him too.
Carolina guy.
Yeah.
If you were to sell the Panthers on a new fan like Alex, what would be, because Alex does pros and cons for every team. Right. What would be your pros for jumping on with the Panthers right now?
Number one is we got the best color combo. We got the best colors in the NFL.
That was mentioned. Yeah. That was one of my pros for the Panthers. Yeah. I did say the colors were elite, one of the best in pro sports, but the uniform designs suck. They need an update immediately.
Yeah, I mean, they're experimenting with some new color combinations, and they brought the black helmets out that are real cool this year.
Those.
Go all black. They can, there's probably some things they can do with revising maybe some logo designs or something like that, or where they put it on the jersey and stuff. I mean, right now we also have like the most beautiful coach in the NFL.
Very handsome man.
Very handsome. We've got Mr. Nice Guy as quarterback.
Bryce Young.
Yeah, and I feel like we're developing the lovable loser mentality right now. Right down the road, Charlotte's a great city, beautiful city, safe.
One of his cons, so I said, it is your in-state team, Alex. You already root for the Canes. It'd be pretty natural just to root for the Panthers. But you had a pretty fiery argument that they embrace South Carolina too much, and you hate that.
That does make me mad. I'm not a fan of
one team, two states.
Yeah, that upsets me because you're in North Carolina. Like, be proud to be from our state.
Well, Charlotte is it is. It straddles. You can go. What is it? Carowinds.
If you go to Carowinds, the state line, you can stand in both states at one time.
Yeah, and I think it was really necessary in the beginning because of like having such a small market early on. And Charlotte wasn't growing at the rate it was, or it wasn't. One of the fastest growing cities in the country.
Also, they needed somewhere to play.
Yeah, and
Do you know where they played their first year?
Yes, they played in Death Valley.
Yeah.
In Clemson Stadium because my dad went to a Panthers game
at that stadium
in Death Valley.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure about this, but now Jerry Richardson, our former owner who brought football to the Carolinas, I want to say maybe he started Denny's in South Carolina. I'm not entirely sure about that.
Is that why all the waitresses wear jeans?
Right. There were some problems with some scandal with the Denny's.
No way.
Yeah, but not that. It was on a racial thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's much worse.
Well, that's fine. All right. So, and I'm surprised, Tony, you didn't say, because maybe you're not fully on board, but you talked about Bryce being a nice guy. You didn't mention him playing well the second half of the season.
He did play well. We still
But you're not completely sold?
I am. I mean, look, he's our guy. He's our quarterback. We've spent a lot of draft capital to bring him in.
And honestly, going into last year, that was one of your things. Like, this is probably going to be another lost year, but we need to see if Bryce Young's our guy or not.
And it did not look like that in the beginning. But, we're stepping forward as a team, I hope. And right now, though, I guess the one other thing to sell the Carolina Panthers is it looks like they could be a team on the uptick while the rest of the division is struggling. You get an aging Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. You get the Saints, who might be the biggest mess in the NFL.
Finally have a coach.
Yeah, and the Falcons, they are terrible. They had less sacks than the Carolina Panthers. And the Panthers didn't even have any of their defensive linemen for the whole year.
And they almost made the playoffs.
Yeah.
They had a weird year.
Until Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers stopped that from happening.
I've heard some rumblings the past week or so on social media of Myles Garrett being traded or signing with Carolina. Is there any legitimacy to that?
I think that's just Carolina Panthers. Now, this is one thing, maybe, and we'll have to see as you do your research for all fan bases, because every fan base says that their fans are the worst and the best at the same time. And I know for the Carolina Panthers that every time a player comes into free agency or a trade, there's a large contingency of fans that are like, it would be great here. It will work. I don't know. Myles Garrett said that he wanted to be on a Super Bowl contending team. So I don't know that the Carolina Panthers right out the gate would be what he is looking for. There is some potential. You can maybe sell him on a division that you could potentially take and then get you in the playoffs and see what's done. You could. The other thing is the Browns are going to be trading him, and they're going to need a team that has a high draft pick. So if they trade with a team that made it deep in the playoffs this year, or made it to the playoffs, they're going to get a first-round pick, but it's going to be a late first. So the Carolina Panthers have that 8th pick. So that's tempting right there, and they have some things to offer going forward. who knows? I mean, how do you pick what a Super Bowl contending team is? Look, I don't know if anybody was saying let's get traded to the Commanders last year, but we could be a Super Bowl contending team. But that's just what they were.
And I've seen those headlines as well. Some insider saying his most likely destination or a good destination would be Washington for Myles Garrett, which gets me very excited. All right, we've got week 2 of Cam Newton comments in the news. So last week it was Cam saying he'd rather have the MVP than a Super Bowl. I'll go ahead and say this week's, if I was a Cam Newton defender like Tony, I think this one's way easier to defend. I'll go ahead and say that. But let's get to the comments. So I guess he was talking to Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
He said, I went into a locker room of losers, just honest. Guys didn't know how to win. Guys didn't know how to prepare. They didn't take themselves serious to realize we was 2-14. There was a lot of 2-14 in the mentality in those guys. Steve Smith on Twitter put 53-man locker room -1 equals 52 losers. Wow. Breaking news to 89. I love how he refers to himself as 89. Cam then doubled down, and Cam did when do we become so sensitive? When do we become so sensitive to really speaking what the reality is? A locker room full of losers, aggressive, but it's true. So, Tony, you week 2 of defending Cam Newton. How do you defend him here?
Look, we love our children regardless of, unconditionally. And sometimes they say and do things that we don't love or we don't condone. And I got to say this is that Cam just wasn't diplomatic. He could have been more diplomatic. He could have been more thoughtful about some of the guys or about just players on the team that are given a lot. I didn't love the comments from Cam.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Man, is that I thought, if anything, is you could say you came into a losing team with a losing culture. But I think that you threw so many people under the bus. It was really the preparation thing that, because you do have guys on that team, Charles Johnson, Thomas Davis. At that point, you had Steve Smith.
So D'Angelo. I'm looking at Greg Hardy. Does this sound right?
Yeah.
Charles Johnson, you mentioned. Wait, when was Kuechly there?
He would have been the next season. He would have been drafted the year after Cam.
Oh, I'm looking at 2012. I need to look at 2011.
So they certainly did have a losing culture. They did have a losing team. And this, though, it kind of brings back the whole conversation that always surrounded Cam, and that is, how big is the ego that he had? Was he a team first guy, or was he a me guy? And there was a lot of evidence, though, that he wasn't that me guy all the at times. That he never really, when he was the quarterback, threw his teammates under the bus or the coaching staff of the bus. He really said a lot of the right things when he was doing all of those press conferences. Then you see that Greg Olson's love for Cam because he made him what he is, a star player in the NFL, or what he was. So there was a lot of things that we continue to say, hey, this is a narrative that has been built around Cam unfairly, or just because that's what you wanted, you assumed he was going to be. But then you get counter evidence to that, and it's comments like this. Somebody on my co-host on the podcast brought this up, is that, does this make you wonder a little bit more about the Christian McCaffrey wedding, while Cam didn't get the invite, while all the other players from that 2015 team were at that wedding? And then someone also brought up that the Olsen and these guys and Ryan Khalil just bought I guess it's a UFL team or a football team in Mexico for one of these, whatever the league is now. And all of the names, it looks like they all just chipped in $40,000 or something like that, and no Cam involved in it. You also, and then you never saw a warm relationship between Steve Smith and Cam Newton.
Who did Steve Smith have a warm relationship with?
That's a great question. That's an excellent question. I think he likes Jake Delhomme.
Yeah.
I do think he likes Jake Delhomme but Steve Smith, and now I do find it kind of funny that Steve Smith is sensitive about this stuff in a sense, and you should care about the Panthers and your teammates and team, and then he was the guy that broke Ken Lucas's nose got fights in the team meetings and things like that.
Trashed the Panthers on the way out, although that was more the front office guys, right?
Yeah,
Not,
Dave Gettleman and things. This is Cam is. I wonder if he's trying to embrace a villain role right now. He's on First Take,
playing a character, maybe.
Yeah, and kind of leaning into it. Cam, I just wish you would have done a little bit better, said a little less. But here's another thing: is the more we talked about this last week, the more you're on the mic,
the more likely it is to say something.
Yeah, and so Cam, he wasn't diplomatic in this, and 2 weeks in a row, he sounded like a me guy. But
can't wait.
Here's my
week.
defense. Here, I finally got the defense. To be a dog in the NFL, to be a quarterback in the NFL in a league that chews people up and spits them out, you got to have a big ego. You got to have courage. You got to believe in yourself more than anybody. And the opposite of that was the quarterback we had right before Cam Newton, and Jimmy Clausen, who looked like a deer in the headlights, who was scared to throw the ball beyond 5 yards. And you have to have, some of the greats are the guys that take chances. And Cam Newton believed in himself, and he still does, it seems.
All right. There is the diplomatic Tony Dunn. I can't wait to see what Cam says next. And you have to defend it. This is great. Well, this is a weekly segment.
We can do that alongside, as we pick a favorite team to draft. Now I have to just every week go on and it's defend. It feels like 2013 again.
Will Tony Dunn hate Cam Newton by the time we kick off this season? Find out.
I will just stop looking at the news and Twitter. In fact, I haven't looked at it all this week, so I was wondering what you were going to say when Cam, to see if Cam walked these comments back at all.
Not double down.
Nope, did not.
All right. Let's see. Any other Super Bowl stunk? Unless you are a Chiefs hater, which I've talked to a few of those, and it was beautiful for them. Eagles had their parade today.
I wonder how many cars were blown up and horse poops were eaten.
Yeah, I just hope no deaths. Travis Hunter enters the combine as a defensive back. No shocker there, right?
Make more money.
Would you want Travis Hunter?
For the Panthers?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not. I don't want. We want defensive line. Look, watch what the Eagles did. The Eagles dominated both sides of the trenches.
Yeah,
and to me, it continues to show that in some ways maybe we've overblown the importance of the edge rusher. And in the NFL, recently it seemed like having that pressure up the middle is just as disruptive, if not more, and it gives opportunities to those edge rushers. 2 weeks ago, or before the Super Bowl, when Patrick Mahomes played the Texans, their offensive line struggled in that game. They had two good edge rushers, and they had problems, but he was able to kind of work around it. The Eagles had four awesome players across the front. They always it seems like they're always drafting a defensive tackle, an edge, or something like that. And in the Super Bowl at one point, they said, it was like in the fourth quarter, they were like, the Eagles have not blitzed one time in this game.
Yeah, 4-man.
It didn't blitz until late into the third.
Yeah, it was
blitz the linebacker. Like it was a very vanilla.
It was wild. Like they were just getting it done. And I want to just say for the Super Bowl, it proved all those little white boys out there that they could play cornerback.
Yeah, if you're a young white child watching football, you could be in the secondary. It is funny that. So I'm not a wine drinker, never was, but I guess there's a sign at some store that says "exciting whites" for white wines. So there are.
Is he getting sponsored by?
Barstool has a shirt that says "exciting whites," and it's the guys. And I was so angry, but the stream was up while I was watching Eagles Commanders, and two white dudes tackled De'Ami Brown, forced a fumble. Another white dude recovered it, and the Eagles fan on the stream was just going, "Exciting whites! Exciting whites!"
Have you heard the Cooper DeJean song?
No.
That's a parody of Billie Jean.
Have you seen Cooper DeJean's basketball highlights? Holy crap.
He was a dog.
Now, he was playing against other white church league guys that I played against, but he was dunking on. He doesn't lay it up. He dunks. He was bad on the basketball court.
Who was what was that point guard that did all the
Jason Williams?
Yeah, I saw him playing in a pickup game recently, and he's like his hair, he's bald at this point basically. He looks, and he's still dish it. He was just destroying this church league.
Yeah. He was awesome to watch. We got a Kobe Wallace bomb. Kobe Wallace home run gives East Carolina a 1-0 lead as they play top of the 4th inning. But George Mason does have a man on second, nobody out.
We also have a ECU softball update.
All right.
The Pirates have taken a 4-3 lead.
Boom.
Over Radford.
Wink it up, bro.
In the third
inning. Thank you for that, Will, on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. Do you have the song?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't cuss, does it?
No.
Cooper DeJean. Is it going to get us kicked off YouTube?
Cornerback one, yeah. He locked down. Don't you want some white cornerback? Cooper DeJean is not a safety. He's just a corner who'll lock down your number one. DeJean is CB1. Don't you want
You can't rhyme one with one. Get that out.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Song sucks.
You should have said he is the white one.
Cooper DeJean. Man. Yeah, a little jealous of the Eagles, but I'm kind of excited, Tony. Can Washington hold up their end of the bargain here and we get a nice little Washington-Philly rivalry for the next 5 years? Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
We need a good NFC East rivalry.
And there hasn't been.
No.
For a while.
I mean, like in the South, aren't you hungry for like a good two good team rivalry? Like,
I would just like to dominate the division. Like,
I feel like the North has those all the time with Pittsburgh, Baltimore.
Yeah.
They're always in it. The NFC West has been decent with it, maybe, but I don't know. Rams, Niners, Seahawks, Niners.
So this was like one of my reasonings for never truly paying attention to the NFL and why I was more of a college football fan. Because is there any like legitimate rivalries in the NFL? I know like a common one that people say is Bears and Packers, but like Bears and Packers I feel like play all the time and it doesn't look like anybody cares.
So there are historic rivalries, Washington, Dallas, but that is we just say that now because it was good back in the day. But like I think Packers Lions is good currently.
I think Pittsburgh
Baltimore's been good for decades. They always play good games.
Yeah, because that's what I like, and I think is what a lot of sports fans like is just pure hatred, like Michigan and Ohio State.
Yeah.
You don't know those other guys personally, but just because they wear red or blue, you hate them.
And I think there's good rivalries in your division, Tony, but like the teams aren't great.
Right.
Like Falcons and Saints hate each other. Panthers and Falcons hate each other, but like the teams aren't great.
Right.
So it doesn't.
I'm trying to think of. The North seems to have most of them, right? Because you can
even like Bengals, Ravens,
Vikings, Packers.
Vikings, Lions. Yeah, those might be the best right now because AFC South is weak. AFC West. I mean, the Chiefs have just dominated everybody.
What about you could say maybe like Texans, Colts?
I don't care.
No.
You can, but like they're both like 8-8 fighting for the division. It's boring to me. But good question, Alex. Maybe that should be something you look into. Who does this team have a rival? Like, who am I excited to beat?
Right.
Because as much as you love a team, it's also fun to hate a team.
Mm-hmm.
I love to hate. Tony, we will let you run.
Oh, really?
You got anything else?
No.
Yeah. I mean, we'll do some light NFL here on Fridays. We'll get into the combine a little bit. J-Bone is not here, but he has fired it for the draft. Will, did you say or one of y'all say you're into the NFL draft? Yeah, Will. So these interns will keep us young this offseason.
Well, we didn't keep it up as much as we should have on the podcast, but maybe you guys can pick up the mantle. It was kind of a small show. Convince me to care.
About the combine?
Or anything.
About the
prospect.
About anything.
Anything to do with the draft, if you can convince me to care.
All right.
That's a challenge.
There you go. There is your challenge. We will talk to you next week. We'll take a break, come back. When we return, we'll go On This Day, presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports. let you know what happened on this day in the world of sports, and continue to update you. We got a pitching change in ECU baseball. The call to the bullpen. We'll let you know who's coming in and what's going on at Clark LeClaire Stadium when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Chronic joint pain is exhausting, and that goes for ENC's football legend and all-time passing leader, David Garrard.
And it's not always just the physical part of it. Sometimes it's the mental part of it. You know something is about to kind of derail your normal day, what it was turning out to be a beautiful day. And you're like, I'm starting to feel some pain or clicking in my knee.
That's why the regenerative treatments of QC Kinetics has been so life-changing for thousands just like David Garrard. Their treatments provide long-term pain relief without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation. 252-765-PAIN.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Winter is here, but Strauss Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StraussMarine.com. Strauss Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Want to make your day better? Order a Papa John's pizza. Get an extra large, one topping, New York style pizza for only $11.99. Made into 8 foldable slices, perfect for sharing. See, things just got better, and you get to eat pizza. Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Spring is almost here, and now's the time to spring into a new car at Doug Henry of Greenville. Spring is the best time to revamp your drive. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
Pirate Radio.
You kind of look like a pirate with that thing on your shoulder.
A pirate? Oh, cool. You should get a pirate name.
And a peg leg.
And a hook hand.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. Shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Couple score updates. George Mason has taken a 2-1 lead in the fourth, and ECU softball still holds a 4-3 lead over Radford in the fourth as well. Now we'll head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Thanks, Will. Logan. Shirley Rhodes. Alex Harper. Joel says, nice bunt by Mason. Alex Harper described it as a gem.
Absolutely beautiful.
2-1 Patriots.
And Clip, you made the point. Maybe that new turf and the baselines is screwing ECU baseball.
That ball was not going to go to roll foul. It just kind of sat there on the carpet. But a strikeout to end the inning. Who was that came in relief for East Carolina? Pruitt?
I believe his name is Brad Pruitt.
Brad Pruitt. I'm going to have to learn all these new names and numbers. George Mason takes a 2-1 lead in the fourth inning. All right, let's do a Ron Ayers on this day. I'm going to give this one to Alex because I think say Logan would definitely know it. I think Will would get it pretty easily, but let's see what Alex knows about the NBA.
Type stuff.
On this day in 2019, this man had a triple-double. It was his 11th consecutive game with a triple-double.
11th consecutive. That's probably Russell Westbrook.
Is that right, Logan?
I would have to be.
If it's not Russell Westbrook, it's James Harden.
It's Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook.
Yep.
All right.
Will, on this day in 2018, this American snowboarder won an unprecedented third Olympic half-pipe gold medal.
My snowboarding knowledge is not.
We only know one snowboarder.
Male or female?
Male.
Shaun White.
That is correct.
I know Lindsey Vonn, so that would have been my female guess, or Chloe Kim, but I don't think Chloe Kim was as.
They're skiers.
I was going to say Lindsey Vonn's a skier.
That's what I mean. I don't know anything about winter sports.
You're a little snowist, I feel like, lumping them all together like that.
Maybe so.
All right. Let's see if I have another one for y'all's. NBA All-Star Game 2010 on this day was at Cowboys Stadium.
Whoa.
Logan, this former Marquette guard won MVP.
D. Wade.
Very good. Let's see. This is for all of y'all's. 1999 Daytona 500. This man won driving the 24 Rainbow car.
Is that
Would
Kyle
that be
Busch?
No.
Jeff Gordon?
It would be Jeff Gordon.
Darn.
The Rainbow Warrior. That might be it, because now we're getting back into the old days. Pontiac Silverdome, brother. Didn't Hulk Hogan sell that out?
I'm sorry.
I had this one at trivia the other night because I did had a Bill Russell question. He had like 41 rebounds in a game on this day or whatever. Wilt Chamberlain has the record for most rebounds in a game. How many is it? Let's see if we can get the closest. How many do you think is the record for most rebounds in one game?
38.
All right.
I want to say I've seen it was like 56 or something.
Okay.
I'm going to say 49.
It is 55. Closest.
I
to
knew
the
it was
pin.
something like. I knew it was like mid 50s.
First of all, that's a lot of rebounds. Secondly, that's a lot of bricks, right? Like how many?
That means he like got a rebound for every shot missed. I mean,
if you
based
think
on the NBA's
How many? What's the average of like shots attempted or missed shots in an NBA game?
If you look at like
look at a box score,
total rebounds in a game, right? Like I'm assuming the number for rebound chances is over 100. If you think back then, like Wilt Chamberlain was playing against guys who were coming to play a basketball game after they got off their 9 to 5, and I'm not even trying to be funny. Like that's what it was
they
like.
also didn't have a shot clock either.
Right.
I'm glad you didn't say plumbers because a lot of kids really insult plumbers by saying he played against plumbers.
It's not an insult to plumbers. It's just like, I mean, how many plumbers have you seen that could even run a mile without stopping, let alone playing an NBA game?
You're insulting plumber. What do you mean it's not an insult?
I mean,
It's wrong. It's real life.
Okay, Cam.
I can say the same thing about like old people.
Like Wilt Chamberlain had a 9 to 5.
What about grandmas?
Hey.
All right, I got a box score.
As do I. What do you got?
This is like some random, and this is the NBA Finals, 1965, Lakers versus Celtics.
Okay.
The Celtics missed 44 shots, and the Lakers missed almost 70. So in that range of missed shots, 55 rebounds. Like,
well, so last night, the Warriors had 42 rebounds. The Rockets had 52.
Last night with the Timberwolves and the Thunder, there were a total of 104 rebounds. So if you think about it, like back then, that's not outrageous.
But Alex brought up a good point. Like they're playing much slower, I would think.
There's
back
no
then,
shot
too.
clock.
Yeah. I wonder how many attempts.
You think he was stat padding? Because he was so much taller than everyone, you think he was just standing under the
Kinda
hoop
tipping
and, like,
it?
doing that?
Yeah, maybe.
I would like to know how many points he scored that game. I feel like that would be telling. If he only scored like 30-something, 40-something points with 55 rebounds like that.
Listen, this is a whole nother can of worms that we don't even have to get into, but do y'all really think Wilt scored 100 in a game once?
Nope. Until I see video, I don't believe it.
It's kind of like the year 2002. Did it?
Yeah,
happen.
ECU baseball 2002, Wilt's 100-point game.
I have my doubts.
Never happened.
Good Lord.
The score.
Okay. All right. We have evidence of stat padding. Wilt Chamberlain was 15 of 42 from the field.
God.
This man was just bricking shots off the rim and grabbing his rebound.
100%. Because there's no three-pointers back then. I mean, he was a center, so he wouldn't shoot threes even if they existed, but they didn't. There was no incentive to shoot from far away.
4 of 10 from the line. He had 34 points, 55 rebounds. 15 of 42 for a big man.
God.
Wilt Chamberlain overrated. We're calling it out. We're doing
that
it.
100-point game never happened. Wilt Chamberlain is a stooge.
Actually, I kind of take back what I said about him playing against like guys with 9 to 5s, because I'm looking at they played the Celtics that game. He played against Bill Russell, Sam Jones, Bob Cousy, and Bill Sharman.
Yeah,
and then like 5 other guys. But like
Russell had 19 rebounds in the 55 rebound game for Chamberlain.
Sam Jones had 10 too. So I mean. 90 and 59. What's that? 149. So that's like more than a modern NBA game.
Celtics shot 47% in that game. 52 of 109.
So they were shot chucking.
This man was 15 of 42, and I can't imagine if you see a shot chart, there's nothing beyond like 7 feet from the basket.
No.
Dude.
This is... I'm getting into a whole nother thing again, but like a lot of people nowadays talk about how basketball is a bad product to watch because it's all just layups and three-pointers. Can you imagine watching the pre-shot clock basketball?
It's like watching soccer.
Of just dudes holding the ball for like 3 minutes straight and then attempting a layup and missing and Wilt getting a rebound.
I mean, you get that.
That's horrible.
High school basketball in the state of North Carolina sometimes too because there's no shot clock. Like you'll see bad teams play good teams, and they'll run stall offense. They'll hold the ball and then try to draw a foul. Like it's awful.
I'm looking at some scores from the 1955 tournament, and we got some high-scoring games here. They were getting after it.
Like something that I'll never forget. The first time I found out that there used to not be a shot clock in basketball was when that Survive and Advance 30 for 30 came out about NC State's 83 championship run. And I don't know if it was in the ACC tournament or one of the NCAA tournament games. NC State played Virginia, I think, and held the ball the last 5 minutes of the game. And I'm like, that's totally illegal. What are they doing? What are you talking about? And then my dad was like, yeah, there's no shot clock back then. I'm like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
All right, this is surprising to me. I went back to 1955. I saw some scores in the 90s and stuff. The lowest scoring college basketball game ever happened in 1973. Oh, yeah, it's a long time ago, but it's not
Part of me thought recently, was it 2018, NC State and Virginia Tech played, and NC State scored 27 points in a game?
I was at that game.
Were you?
I was at, as someone who was I was a pretty diehard State fan, at least for basketball back in the day. And watching that game was the most sorry basketball I've ever seen. Braxton Beverly, if you're listening, you suck. You're terrible, dude. This guy was he just chucked shots. I've never seen anyone
All right, the lowest scoring game in history was 1973. How many points were scored? Let's go around the horn. Combined.
I'm going with 19.
So what would your final be? Just curious.
12-7.
All right.
Can you give us the teams?
Yeah. By the way, NC State involved in the second lowest scoring game. It was Tennessee and Temple, two proud programs.
I got a low scoring blowout. Give me 18-6.
All right, 24.
Give me 21 points, 11-10.
Okay, the answer is 17.
Dang.
Final score 11-6. Temple scored 6 points. NC State Duke in 1968 was 12-10. Classic. And
is the State Virginia Tech game up on that list?
No way. It can't be. I can try to find it though. Wow, we do have some modern games here.
Virginia Tech, NC
47-24. There you go.
I wish you could pull up highlights from that game because the highlights are laughable. It's terrible. It's so bad.
Guys, I want to say that how old am I? I am so old that I'm pretty sure the 45-second shot clock. Yeah. When I started watching college basketball, it was 45 seconds, which sounds ridiculous now, right? You could take up an entire minute almost.
It needs to be shorter now, and they need to make the court bigger because, it's too slow now to where, centers dominate college basketball.
I kind of like it that way. I like the purity of the college game in most instances.
So it changed to 45 seconds in 85-86. They then went to 35 in 93-94. It has been the same for 30 years. So you think it's time to update it? Will says keep it like it is.
You can take the shot clock down to 25, but
wait, is the court in the NBA bigger?
Yeah. It's the 3-point line's longer, and I'm pretty sure the court is bigger.
I knew the 3-point line was longer, but the actual court's bigger?
Yeah, and I honestly think as a team at ECU this year, we would be better with a bigger court because teams won't be able to run zone defense on us.
That's true. And most of our game is in transition.
Yes.
And that just gives more of a lane for guys like Jordan Riley and RJ Felton to just get in behind guys and dunk, which is what we like to do.
Let's take a break. This is the best dunking team in the history of ECU basketball. Ron Ayers Motorsports is celebrating 50 years in 2025. Since 1975, they've been your go-to for motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more. And this February, buy any handheld power equipment or mower, spend $50 or more on parts and apparel, and you get an entry to win a chainsaw or a $200 gift card. Winner will be drawn February 22nd. Visit our 30,000 square foot showroom featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Hustler, and still Ron Ayers Motorsports. 50 years of quality and adventure. We'll take a break, wrap up hour number 2. Back with you after this.
It's a new year, and we're excited to announce that Integrity Home Mortgage has a new office location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For information purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy talls for smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of Barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
It's winter sale time at Russell's in downtown Washington. Prices have been reduced on all your favorite men's and women's dress and casual apparel. All ladies' clothing is now 1/2 off, and men's apparel is 25% off. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better. Where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's in downtown Washington. Come see us now before it's all gone.
UBE and PirateWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with RentAFishTank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. RentAFishTank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. RentAFishTank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at RentAFishTank.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird with some exciting news about Shimmer Boutique. The new website is live and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutiqueonline.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands from Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates.
From the belt, here's the delivery.
Pirate Radio, the station that always delivers.
Fine, and lapping it up faster than we can deliver.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town Insurance's advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. A couple ECU updates. Softball has a 5-4 lead in the bottom of the fourth inning over Radford. ECU baseball trails George Mason 2-1 in the fifth. We do have word that Coach Palumbo has taken over at third.
Well, Cliff is angry. He was just screaming at a ump and has gone back in the dugout. He did not get tossed, but he was mad about something there. Were you done, Will? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that was all I had.
Okay. Thank you, Will. We got Logan, we got Shirley, and we got a strikeout to end the fifth inning. That's another reason Cliff likes to yell at the umps. It gets the crowd and players fired up. So now everybody's high-fiving, a little hooting, a little hollering, and it's a big curveball by Pruitt to get out of the top of the fifth, and he's got something to say.
A non-game-related comment.
Alex, how many times have you changed the subject today?
I wasn't changing the subject.
I
was pointing something out about ECU baseball, but it wasn't relative to the game that's taking place right this second.
Everything you say as a qualifier, like this. But go ahead.
The jackets that the boys are wearing in the dugout, the varsity jacket, it's tough. That's it.
You can just...
Yo, my bad, dude.
No, just say that without doing the qualifier ahead. Because, I swear you've done that a ton of times today. This is not specifically what we're talking about, but, just say it, man.
All right.
Just say it with confidence.
Yes, sir.
Dude, don't do that either. Do you have a Letterman's jacket?
I do, yeah.
I know I've asked you that, I feel like.
Yeah, it's really cool. I also have my bowl patches from Birmingham and the military. I want to get them sewn on.
Cool. Definitely. Nah, yeah. Did they give you that, or did you have to, seek it out, or what?
I did seek them out, yeah.
Man.
It wasn't hard to get.
Last night, this guy beat me in a classic in Online Dynasty.
Oh.
Should I call him out?
Yeah, you should.
Nah, I'm not.
No, you should. He would love it.
Nobody knows who Mark Hatcher is.
Mark Hatcher is one of the greatest coaches in the illustrious history of East Carolina Pirate football.
What is he?
He's a GA, grad assistant. Actually,
defensive analyst.
He got a promotion. He is a defensive analyst now. Yeah. Love Coach Hatch.
I'll say this. When I was on offense, his dudes were shifting the entire time, every play.
Yeah,
and
he knows
freaked
ball.
me out. I know.
He knows ball.
Even if he didn't, knowing that he knows stuff and his line was moving and his secondary was running all over the place, I was like, oh, God, I'm freaking out. But yeah.
That's kind of unfair for you. I mean, you were playing a guy who coaches defense for a living. What was the final? Did you win?
No, I lost 24-19. I was down 24-0 at the half.
Ooh.
Did nothing in the first half. He probably had negative yards in the second half, and I came back, had the ball at the 1 yard line, started buffering. Literally, I could not run a play at the end of the game. My internet was screwing up. He called a timeout. I come out of that timeout and can't run a play, and I get a delay of game. So now it's 4th and goal at the 6, final play of the game. I get sacked. Ball game. Great game. It was really fun. But took a L. That's a high fly ball into center, caught. Joel played a team in grade school. They called the Tar Heel offense, go to 4-corner offense because we didn't have a shot clock. Yeah, I know people hated Carolina and Dean Smith back in the day because they would run 4 corners if they had a lead and
they would just hold the ball,
milk the clock. Yeah,
lame.
Yeah,
that sounds like some Carolina stuff.
The point is to win the game, so I get that, but
you play to win the game.
And I guess they didn't care as much about fans and entertainment during that time.
No.
Like now, there would be a rule against that, you know.
Literally, the tush push is like super effective, but people think it's boring. So like people want it to be outlawed.
Jamie says the old internet buffering excuse. The game was live on Twitch.
Don't say it.
It happened, dude. People could watch it happen. People did. I have proof.
Are you a Twitch streamer?
So in that league, they were kind of getting on. They wanted to watch games. So like most people have a Twitch for like big games. So I've done it like 2 or 3 times. I figured out how to do it.
All right.
It was easy. How do y'all feel about the tush push? Outlaw it or keep it in the game?
It's fantastic for football.
I like it. It benefits, you know, like you have to have a good center, have a good guy that can, you know, push.
Or a quarterback that can squat 600 pounds.
Yeah.
In theory, it should prioritize for every GM to have a good O-line.
I don't like telling teams how, like, this is a little bit different, but I don't like the NBA like fining teams for sitting players. Like a coach should be able to run his team the way he wants to run his team. If he thinks that a guy needs rest to win a championship, he should be able to rest. Like when they talked about maybe fining teams for sitting out guys on Saturday night games, I thought that sucked.
I think banning.
I'm down with the tush push. I don't like it, but I don't think you should outlaw it. We need to take a break. I'm way over time. What you got?
I was going to say, I think banning the tush push in the NFL would be similar to banning the shift in Major League Baseball. Like, don't punish a team because they figured out a way to beat you.
I agree. We'll take a break. Come back. Danny Beal will join us. We'll talk to Morgan Ahlers. We got more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday after this.
Beauty Bar Medi Spa invites you to experience the magic of self-care with treatments that enhance your natural beauty. From Botox to fillers, skincare, and more, this is your time to be celebrated. For the month of February, we are featuring our Skin Better Alpha Rit 30 treatment with 20% savings, a no-downtime treatment, revealing a more radiant, rejuvenated skin. Your lips, but better? Ever curious about lip filler? This is your sign to jump on our exclusive offer for the month. Visit Beauty Bar Medi Spa at 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville. Call us or visit beautybarmedispa.com for details. Celebrate you at Beauty Bar Medi Spa.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Hey, Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. 2025 is loaded with freebies. Head into St. Patrick's Day with Smith & Wesson's Seeing Green rebate. Buy any optic pistol, get a Viridian RFX 15 green dot reflex sight for free, or aim towards the gold with Springfield Armory. Buy any Hellcat Pro, or Echelon. Get 3 extra mags, a range mag, and a red dot optic, all for free. Grab your lucky finds online or in-store at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Look what we have here. It's the refreshing deliciousness of a Pepsi mini can. It's the perfect complement to any meal. The dash of indulgence your day was dreaming of. The sip that'll have you singing Pepsi.
Nope, not again, Steve. Let's take a cue from the Pepsi mini can and pack all that awesomeness you're feeling into a much smaller treat for everyone. Deal?
So, big awesomeness, smaller size. I think I've got just the thing.
Pepsi mini can. Mini can, big taste.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine has been locally owned for 50 years, and they are your #1 stop for adventure. With 4 locations in Eastern North Carolina, Big Rock Power Sports has everything you need to conquer the outdoors. With their knowledgeable staff and wide selection, they aim to consistently exceed expectations and provide you with the very best in industry-leading products such as Can-Am, Honda, Yamaha, and Polaris. So if you're in the market for an ATV, side-by-side, motorcycle, personal watercraft, or boat, make Big Rock Power Sports and Marine your next stop. Big Rock Power Sports. Choose your adventure. And Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town. Sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers has 2 locations in Greenville at Bells Fork and Greenville Boulevard, and in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street. ECU softball update. Radford has taken the lead again, 6-5 in the 5th. So we have a back and forth one there. ECU baseball gets out of the inning. They're still down 2-1 to Jordan.
Yeah. Through it. Nice. Gets through it.
He's freaking shoving, dude.
That freaking shoving dude is Danny Beal, who joins us here, fired up to see the Pirates get out of that inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Pirates trailing 2-1 to George Mason Buccaneer Music Hall Scoreboard, presented by the Buck. Shirley, can you get Morgan Ahlers on the line for me, please, ma'am? We have him? Okay. Let's go to the Big Rock Power Sports live line. Welcome in Morgan Ahlers to the show. Hello, Morgan.
Hey, how is everybody doing? It's Valentine's Day. Everybody's supposed to show the love. So, how y'all doing?
All love today. Danny Beal at the table as well. What's up, DB?
What up, fellas?
We got A-Hart. We got intern Logan, intern Will, Shirley Rhodes. Morgan, we got Pirate baseball here. Pirates already 0-1. They lost game 1 of a doubleheader, down 2-1 in game 2. But what's your take on Pirate baseball 2025? A lot of new faces in the lineup and on the mound today for ECU.
A whole lot of new faces, and watching the first game, I thought they played well except for the one inning. I think they gave up 5 in that inning, and East Carolina baseball over the years, it starts out, you've got to become a scrappy bunch and generate runs at times. It looks like that's what's going to happen for the Pirates to come out, get on base, move them over, and put pressure on the other team. And right now we haven't put a lot of pressure on George Mason. Hopefully that'll change here going into the bottom half of the inning and finishing this thing out and go 1-1 before the game tomorrow.
Danny, Ethan Norby, like 5 1/3, 3 runs. I don't know what qualifies as a quality start. It's not his best, but it doesn't kill you really. But his problem was hitting guys.
Yeah, he hit like 7 people. It wasn't 7, but it felt like it. But he gave us a chance to win. That's all you can ask for, especially opening day when probably get a lot of jitters, and as does everybody, as does the other team. They're playing on the same field as you, but gave us a chance to win, pitched well enough to put us in a position to win the ball game on offense. We just couldn't get it done.
Morgan, Pirate baseball will be in action on Saturday. By the way, scheduling note, that game has been moved up to noon. It was going to be played at 2. It's now scheduled for Saturday at noon. And Danny, a lot of people are excited about Sean Jenkins, right?
Yeah, as am I. And Carter and I were in the jungle today talking to a bunch of people in between games, and the expectations are high, as they should be, because of how much he's been hyped up, and it's exciting to have a new face that's supposed to be the second coming. But let's pump the brakes. Let's let him get an outing in his belt and figure it out a little bit. But he's going to be really good, and I'm excited to see his first start tomorrow.
Pirate baseball at noon. Pirate basketball at 4 o'clock Saturday. Morgan on the road at Charlotte, and just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. I've given up on this basketball team like 7 times this year, and then they respond with a win, and maybe had their best win this week when they knocked off UAB. How about C.J. Walker, what he's been able to do, and these Pirates sticking with it, Morgan, and now they've won 2 in a row.
Yeah, they played a lot of tight games. We've talked about shooting all year long. When the Pirates shoot the ball, they got a really good chance to win, and I don't think they shot the ball extremely well from the outside the other night. However, when you got somebody like C.J. Walker, who's really just starting to impose his will down low, he reminds me a lot of I just had a brain meltdown. The young man that went to Virginia, Jaden,
yeah.
As far as, and he's bigger and stronger than Jaden is, but Jaden would always go after it and had a really good back to the basket move, really good quick hops off there, get the rebound, go back up. CJ does the same thing, but he's bigger and stronger. And, he really took it to the big guys the other night from Birmingham, and that was the difference in the basketball game. They couldn't stop him, and he really wanted the basketball, and I thought East Carolina did a great job of getting him the basketball down low, and when he did, he took advantage of it and made his free throws, and a big win for the Pirates. Congratulations, Coach Schwartz and his staff.
No doubt, and we know we're not world beaters, but also on that note, like you said, Morgan, we're playing close games. You look at the best teams in the league, and Memphis is the best team. We had a 1-possession game with them with 2 minutes left or whatever at Memphis. Yep. UAB was in second place. We just beat them at home. So you can play with anybody. It gives you at least a little bit of excitement and confidence heading into the conference tournament. Still got a ways to go before then, but gives us some confidence that, maybe we can win a game or two and make something happen there.
Yeah, I think we've got the talent, and I think they've got to go out there and just believe in themselves a little bit and take advantage of these other teams' mistakes. To me, the other night, number 5, the guard for UAB, maybe one of the best shooters. He killed us last year. I mean, he was shooting it from all over the floor last year, and he started out when he got in the game the other night, did the same thing. I think he missed 1 or 2 shots all night, and that was late when he was starting to really force the ball up, trying to get back in. But we don't have anybody that's really capable of doing that. You see every once in a while we'll shoot a deep 3, but that's not by design. Some of these other schools are doing it by design and stretching out, and that's where I think the other night that them not hitting a lot of those outside threes late caused East Carolina to play some really good defense on the interior, and that made a big difference. And hopefully the Pirates can take care of business tomorrow night against Charlotte. Or is it UNC Charlotte, the University of North Carolina located in Charlotte? I don't know what they call themselves anymore. But, hopefully the Pirates can take care of business.
All I know is Charlotte has had our number in basketball and football. We need to get them on the court. coming up starting Saturday. Kind of a interesting scheduling quirk where you've got Charlotte and Tulane and then another game, and then you play Charlotte and Tulane again. So you'll see a lot of the Niners and Green Wave coming up in the next couple of weeks. Morgan Ahlers joining us. Let's get to our Q&A with Morgan here. And told Danny to get ready for a question. Alex, do you have a question for your former football coach?
I do.
Oh, you weren't ready, Alex? Oh,
No.
sorry. All right, Danny, you're ready.
So, Morgan, I've heard stories about Holton playing baseball growing up. What is your favorite memory of his that you can remember pretty fondly that you look back on?
Probably when he was his first home run that he hit in Little League was, because I coached his brothers when they, all three of his older brothers. So he was out there playing with us all the time. 200-foot fence at Elm Street. He hit his first home run at 5.
God. Dude, what?
Paul Bunyan stories here.
Maybe that was the story.
No, that was true. He hit it out during BP at 5 years old, and then he played over in. He was 8 playing on a 10 and 12-year-old team over in Rocky Mount on a 225-foot fence and hit one out.
Yeah,
he hit a few good ones.
I've heard a lot of stories.
When he broke the windshield.
Yeah,
kind of cool. That's on video, but that was kind of a neat deal.
Yeah, just him growing up. I've just been around and heard stories of him just hitting like mammoth tanks on like 200-foot fences, and it's like, how old is that guy? Oh, he's like, yeah, he's 8 years old. It's like, it's crazy.
That's awesome. 5-year-old kid dropping bombs. Morgan, how about we've talked about your basketball playing days a little bit. Did you, and your softball playing days. Let's relive that today, Morgan, for our new audience and folks. You played like serious softball, right?
Back in the day, yeah, I used to play a little bit and play with some guys that played and got paid to play a lot. Not me, but I made a little bit. But these guys used to play a lot. But it was fun. We had a lot of good times. And
where'd you go? Like, where'd you travel to play?
I mean, we'd go to Virginia, Western North Carolina, South Carolina. Some of these other places like that. There were some teams. One tournament I think I played in was somewhere near D.C. I can't even remember where it was. Alexandria, I believe, which was kind of cool. But most of my late softball was around here. I just hit it a long way. That way I didn't have to run.
And when I played softball, it was a lot of fun because it was a lot of drinking. Now, you're talking about pro softball. Like, did y'all drink a couple before the game, or was this like super serious stuff?
This wasn't like a professional league. This was like weekend tournaments.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you go out there and your sponsors pay for a lot of the stuff.
Right.
But yeah, you had a good time.
Good time. Hey, Hart.
Coach Morgan, you do PA for both the Pirate football team and Pirate basketball. Is there one that you prefer to do over the other?
Probably football's a little bit more, isolated. You have 5 or 6 games a year, so they're a little bit different than doing 14, 15, 16 games a year. I would say, for the most part, football is probably a little bit more exciting for me than basketball, just because basketball sometimes isn't that exciting. But it has been this year. It was the other night. Morgan,
I've been able to do a couple basketball games filling in for you, and I appreciate you looking out for me there. But, man, I love those games when they're close and they're tight and there's a crowd, because you're right there on the court. And, yeah, you're not in the game, but it almost feels like you're in the play at times. And when it gets tight down at the end of a game, it is a lot of fun to be a part of.
It really is, and you just never know what might happen. I can remember one year, I think it was during Joe Dooley's first time here at East Carolina, we had a player named Kenyatta Brown.
Yeah.
And he was from New York. He's like a 6'2" guard, very athletic. And the ball comes flying over toward us, and next thing I know, here comes Kenyatta trying to jump and catch the ball. And he knocks it back in, but when he does, he lands, basically he's flying on top of me. And I catch him. He never hits the table. The chair gets bent, and he went, "Thank you, Morg." I went, "You're welcome."
You're just holding a big giant man. One big giant man holding another giant man.
I was just holding him in the air, and I put him on. He climbed back down and said, "Thank you, Morg."
There you go. Morgan, do you have any advice for our young single interns here when it comes to love on this Valentine's Day?
When it comes to love?
Yeah.
It's love of what?
women, dude.
Love of, well, I'm just making sure. Love of the business, love of broadcasting, love
of the game.
Love of the game.
I don't know. How did you meet your lovely lady? What smooth moves, lines? You got anything for him?
I don't, man. I've got no game. Bless her heart, Sandra. I love her to death. We've been together for a long time, and I'm just when she gets her eyes fixed, I'm in trouble.
Oh no, that's gonna be a bad day for you. Morgan, good stuff, man. You working this weekend or chilling?
Off tonight. Going to be going out to dinner here shortly with Sandra, and then we're going to go to we're going to go to seafood night. This is how fancy I'm getting tonight. We're going to seafood night at CD's Grill. They're doing on Fridays from 5 to 8. Shameless plug, Jason Brown and his staff over there. So we're going to do seafood tonight, but we're going to go to Raleigh Sunday. But I work tomorrow night at Fifth Street Hardware from 7 to 10 doing karaoke. You guys come on out and sing a little bit.
There you go. Morgan Ahlers, DJ Captain Morgan. Morgan, thank you, man. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks a lot. Happy Valentine's Day. Have a great weekend. Go Pirates.
There he is. Morgan Ahlers joining us. Sounds like seafood is the move, Alex. You're going salmon tonight, you said, right?
Yeah, but we're cooking it. So it could be not very good.
What are you putting on there? A little lemon pepper, a little salt, what you got?
Yeah, salt, pepper, and lemon juice.
Try some honey. Like hot honey.
Honey?
Hot honey is really good on salmon.
Okay.
Danny, is your significant other here?
Yep, still here. She just got out of practice, actually.
Oh, okay. What are y'all got planned?
Going to the Mulberry House in Washington. No free ads, but that place is really good. We've been going there a lot since we started dating a few years ago, so it's where we're going tonight.
Good deal. Seafood?
I don't know. If they have seafood, I might get seafood. I might get a steak, too. I haven't decided yet.
Good deal. Good deal. Let's take a break. We'll talk more ECU baseball with Danny Beal. Nut cutting time. 7th inning. Pirates down 2-1. Man on for Mason with 1 out. We'll let you know what transpires during the break and have more for you. And our Fleet Feet rundown after this.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price, or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Hi Pirates, this is Holden Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's President's Day sale, an event not to be missed with historic deals and monumental savings on hundreds of items in stock, plus 6 months special financing. Plus, get a discount equal to 2 times the sales tax or 60 months special financing. Raise your sleep comfort and save up to $600 on select Beautyrest mattresses. Plus, get 60 months special financing. Save big, save now during the President's Day sale at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, we bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. At Rebel Fitness, we're not just about lifting weights, we're about lifting spirits. Join a community of badasses who are rebelling against the norm and crushing their fitness goals. Sweat, lift, move, fuel, fight for a healthier, happier you. Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Join the movement today. Visit us at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Like a cold beer on a hot summer day. Nice. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from, a brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. And Ron Ayers Motorsports is celebrating 50 years in 2025. Join them Saturday, February 22nd for their 15th annual chili cook-off from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fun for the whole family. Want to enter? Call Jimmy Stallings at 758-3084. While you're there, check out their 30,000 square foot showroom with top brands like Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Hustler, and Steel equipment. Ron Ayers Motorsports, 50 years of adventure and quality you can count on. And we have updates from ECU Baseball and ECU Softball. Jackson DiLorenzo has just entered the game for ECU Baseball, 2 outs in the top of the 7th, and ECU Softball still trails Radford 6-5. Now back into clip.
All right, thank you, Will. D-Lo in the game. Boy, Pruitt was awesome for the Pirates. How about 9 strikeouts?
Nails.
And what did it say, Danny? 3 1/3?
3 1/3. All but 1 out was a punch out, which is pretty good for your first outing as a Pirate.
No doubt. Awesome work for him. We'll see what D-Lo and the rest of the staff can do. Pirates trailing 2-1, 7th inning, 2 outs as we look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard.
God, this is so... For everybody listening, you can't see it. This is like the 7th time it's happened today where the pitcher will come set and the hitter's eyes he'll be fully dug into the box, but the hitter's eyes will be on the way up, and the umpire will call time, award a ball, and it was a 3-2 count, and the ball was awarded, and now he just took a walk. And it's like, it's so frustrating because it's so unregulated. The eyes are literally coming up as he's coming set. It's just oh God.
This is the thing they talked about at Media Day.
So frustrating
where
to watch, man.
AK said he almost got kicked out of a scrimmage.
Reasonably so.
This is it. This is the thing, and yikes!
It's such a BS rule. So frustrating because it's ruining the game because you're literally coming set as the eyes are coming up. It's the same action.
Yeah, that was pretty like bang bang there.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just trying to make it about themselves. It's what they do best.
Even Cliff said the umps, like...
He came out to argue it 2 innings ago.
The umps have a tough job because they've got so much to regulate now.
Yeah, he's just trying to be nice, but it's true. It's true.
All right, let's get to our Fleet Feet rundown. Alex has left us, but his disembodied voice is always here. Can you hit that, Will? You can't? Can you ask Shirley? Stay with me, Will. Lock in, Will.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
All right. Let's hear what Mike Schwartz had to say before his team gets ready to take on Charlotte on Saturday. Let's hit cut one, Will, his opening comments.
Difficult road game going against that. Ton of respect for Coach Fern, the Charlotte program, their players, their coaches. Great in-state rivalry game, and I think that's what's great about college basketball. And last year, the atmosphere we went in there was absolutely fantastic, as good as we've seen in this conference. So we know what kind of challenge it's going to be this weekend.
All right, a pregame ton of respect there. By the way, Jackson DiLorenzo, strikeout, looks at somebody, maybe the umpire.
He gave somebody the, hey, GFY, brother.
I love the pitcher strikeout, get fired up, start talking on the way to the dugout. Danny, you used to get fired up after a inning-ending strikeout.
I don't know if I'd ever say anything to anyone, though. Like, I obviously would get super pumped up. I don't think I ever directly said. Maybe when I was younger, like 2022 maybe, just because I was immature and liked to start stuff. But as I got older, it didn't make sense to. It just only riles them up.
All right, we'll see if the Pirate Bats can help out the great pitching we've seen in Game 2 today for East Carolina. Let's go cut three, Will. What kind of impact has C.J. Walker had on this team?
I think he's just continuing to get better and better, and I've said this here many times. I think that will continue to happen for this reason. His coachability and his humility to continue to want to learn. It's not always easy for someone who's 23 years old, sixth year of college, been coached by some great coaches, been at great programs, to say, hey, I want to continue to learn and add individual fundamentals to my game. I want to learn to play a new way. I'm learning, obviously, to play within a new system, offense and defense here at ECU. And I think his coachability, his humility has allowed him to continue to grow at a very high level. And again, I've said this and I'll repeat it. I've said it in post-game press conferences, radio interviews, and right here in these practice interviews. I've said I think he will continue to get better and better, and the best is in front of him. And we're seeing it right now, especially in this last stretch.
All right, Mike Schwartz, glowing praise for C.J. Walker, who has been on an absolute tear for ECU basketball. Logan Rumberg takes the mound for the Patriots, and Danny says this is the guy they like to go to when they have a lead late, Danny?
Yeah, anybody that you're going to in a last three-inning situation in a one-run game is going to be your guy, and he certainly looks the part. And they have a couple Canadian guys I've noticed.
This dude's from Alberta.
Yeah, they have a couple Canadians on their leadoff hitter's Canadian too, so quite interesting. But going to come down to it. It always does.
I wonder who the best Canadian. There's a lot of Canadian NBA guys now. I wonder who the best Canadian baseball players are.
Roy Halladay was pretty good.
Oh, was he Canadian?
Yeah, I think so.
Larry Walker's
Canadian?
Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
Freddie Freeman. Hey, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
I feel like he gets dual, like, California Canadian citizenship.
California.
I think I don't know, that he has some connection to California somewhere, but I'm pretty sure he is Canadian.
Joey Votto.
Yeah.
Should be a Hall of Famer.
Canadian American.
I don't know why I think. Is Brad Lidge Canadian?
Larry Walker. Okay. I don't know if Vladimir Guerrero is Canadian.
That doesn't count.
It's got him listed. Canadian Dominican.
Yeah, no, Brad Lidge was born in California.
Freddie Freeman's on this list. Justin Morneau.
No.
Eric Gagne.
Gagne.
Matt People Under the Stairs. You old enough to remember him?
Short and fat. I used him in MLB 2K7.
He was short and he was fat.
2K7.
Ryan Braun.
Cheater.
Is he Canadian?
Yeah.
All right. Chris Jericho is Canadian.
I'm giving him the shot clock. I have a buddy back home whose dad's best friends with Chris Jericho.
That is not true.
I'll show you pictures.
Leadoff base runner for the Pirates.
All right, like to hear that.
I'm giving the shot clock on when Shirley's about to freak out. There it is. And boom goes dynamite.
It's still having issues with that TV in there.
Is it hit by pitch? Let's go.
Yeah, finally we got one.
Yeah, no kidding.
Let me find this real quick. How, Danny, does your friend's dad know Chris Jericho?
They were in a band together when they were younger.
Oh, yeah, he's in a band now.
Here it is.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I'll find another picture. They hang out like all the time.
I don't know if you could hear that. A fan, as Jericho's beating up a guy outside the ring, says, "Go back to Toronto." Jericho, with the guy in his hand, says, "I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot." One of my favorite moments for some reason.
That's beautiful.
Talking junk while you do your job. Awesome stuff. All right, East Carolina, leadoff man on, bunt, foul.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to give you one guess as to what player we're running.
This is Peltier
AP.
or A?
AP.
AP. I'm going to call him AP.
AP. He's from Riley's neck of the woods.
Number 11 for the Pirates.
Really good player. Really good defensively.
We
Be really
will
cool
then turn the lineup over. Is he hitting ninth again?
Yep. Burris will be on deck.
Trying to put the bunt down here. 0-1 count, and he takes the ball, snap throw. Wow, I'm doing play-by-play now.
You're gonna get fired.
I'm gonna get in trouble. All right, moving on. Let's go college basketball. Saw a good one on Saturday. There's a few good ones, but Houston at Arizona. I like that. Those are two teams I have futures on to win the championship.
Arizona, really?
I have Houston. I have Arizona because it's a long shot, and I have the Baylor Bears.
Baylor.
You guys got anything? No, or too young? Danny,
Doesn't
you
mean
got anything?
I don't look.
1v2, obvious.
You like to watch?
I like to forecast what I may have bet on
If you're taking a future right now, who are you taking?
Texas Tech.
They
They shoot. They have the inside game. They're great defensively.
No, we're not going. Sorry, not no you. Sorry.
Danny's watching baseball.
So am I.
Texas Tech. Okay. Logan?
I'm going Michigan. They've been playing really well recently. They're my dark horse to win. I don't know why. They just are. I think Dusty May is a great coach.
Okay, I was going to ask, and it was going to be bad. Who is their coach? 'Cause I know it was Juwan Howard.
Yeah, I think Dusty May is an amazing coach. I think he took FAU so far in that tournament, and now he's got a better roster at Michigan. I think he can do well.
I think Florida is gonna beat a 1 seed, and I think Florida has a Final Four in them. They're so well rounded and they're deep too, and they're getting Micah Handlogden back tomorrow. If he didn't get hurt in the SEC tournament, I think everybody would know who he is. He would have been a big part of their offense this year.
I was kind of big on all right, Auburn and Duke, one of them was going to win, but they both lost last week, and one game or one day shouldn't change my opinion. But do you feel like it's open this year? Do you think a lot of different teams have a chance to win?
I think Duke is still the best team in the country. I mean, I think we're looking at a very different situation if the floor cleaners or whatever you want to call them did their jobs properly. I think Duke at least takes it to overtime.
I have a future parlay with Duke in it, so that'd be really cool if they could do that.
Do you have the multi-league champion parlay? Who do you got, Danny?
Duke, the Celtics, and Vegas Golden Knights.
That's fun. That's just fun to have.
It's so cool. And if it gets to April, it's going to be right around the same time because the finals and the cup are around the same time. So that's huge. I'd like to see the replay on that. Did he slip? He must have.
Peltier, AP with the pullback, the bunt, swing, ground ball to third. Runner was going to be safe at second regardless.
Nothing like a good old 3-2 slash. He must have slipped.
But we've got a bobble.
Sure did. It's that new turf, baby. Shout out.
Just kind of an awkward, even if he fields that, AP can run, right?
Yeah, so, AP's fast. Which is good, though, because we turn the lineup back over and get Dixon back up to the plate.
This is what Cliff Godwin loves, pressure. He loves pressure.
Pressure makes diamonds or pressure bust pipes.
And now the pressure getting to Mason a little bit here. 2 on, nobody out, bottom of the 7th. And East Carolina will have
Braden
Burse, the top of the lineup coming up.
It is quite interesting because Carter's high school coach is now the head coach of George Mason, and Carter played with his son, so we were sitting with them during the game, and to hear their perspective on everything and how cool it is to play with Clark LeClaire was awesome to hear. But hearing their perspective on what it's like to play and go on the road for these first weekend, because they've been to games for the last few years as long as their dad's been the coach, so it's cool to hear their perspective on the way Clark LeClaire is for sure.
How was it for you today, Danny? I hadn't even thought about that. Like,
I was watching Norby warm up before the game, and Chandler and Bone came up to me. He's like, how you doing? And I'm like, this is so weird, dude.
Yeah.
I got to talk to some of the coaches before the game, which kind of calmed it down a little bit in terms of just like, all right, the world's not falling, that kind of thing. But it was fine. It was different because I had seen scrimmages from the stands. I had never watched a full game, but now that I've got 2.5 or 1.5, I guess, under my belt, it's kind of. I'm sure when next weekend when we play Carolina Friday, that'll be kind of a shell shock for me because I'm used to being in the dugout looking at the crowd. I'll be in the crowd now, but it was not that bad.
Did you do any jungle?
I was in the jungle for the second game.
Okay.
Stands for the first one, but it did make it a little bit easier now because I don't know, I don't have an emotional connection to as many guys on the team this year as I did in the past. So.
If it was still Trey or Star or
like the guys that
Jacob,
that'd be tough.
Yeah,
I get that. See them do it without me for sure.
All right, Pirates trying to bunt again.
Should put a bullet in my head. Why don't you?
What? You don't like the bunting?
No, he just fouled it off. I'd like for him to put it fair. That'd be cool.
You want him to get that bunt down and get those runners over. All right. Hey, single guys, what are your weekend plans?
I got a little something going on tonight.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Shout out to...
What's his name? that was a pity laugh. He's like, shut up, dude.
Yeah. What you got?
I'm not going to shout her out, but...
I
just shout her out. I might show it to her later. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not going to. That's all right.
You might what?
I might show it to her later.
Pause.
Maybe not. No. The
what did he say?
The stream.
Not what the hell? Okay, all right. You're going on a date.
Yes.
Okay. Jeez.
Trying to get.
And you might show her the stream later.
Yes.
You don't want to say her name. That's fine. I don't want to mess anything up.
Now that we've had this conversation, it's probably better that he doesn't say her name.
Yeah. Don't. Probably better we just move on. Good luck. How many dates have you been on with her?
This is actually the first.
That's nuts. That's unreal. Big shoes to fill.
Day, high stakes.
Good for you.
Let's go, Logan. All right, Will, how about you?
So tonight, at least, me and the other single guys are kind of being the coordinators for a friend of ours who is trying to escape being single.
No way. No way.
Oh, a 3-run bomb to dead center.
Dixon Williams.
For Big Dick. Dixon Williams.
Wow. I told you had to get Dixon up. He knew it too.
I told you being his camp counselor.
He knew it too.
Stood there and watched it. Love it.
Good for Dick, man. That's awesome. Two hits all day, and they're both bombs. Boo! That's awesome. Good for him.
Wow.
That was he deposited that. That was crazy. That's why you don't throw heaters down the middle. Hey, got to their guy, too, which is huge. Because you probably won't see him tomorrow now unless they take him out right now. Which is what they should do. I don't know if they will.
Danny's phone's getting blown up.
No, sorry.
America 1,
JC and
Canada
Charlie Hodges.
0.
JC and Charlie Hodges are texting me. But they should. I don't know why they're leaving him in. They should take him out right now. Because he could pitch again tomorrow in the same situation, but it is what it is.
I love, I'm followed by a lot of non-ECU people, so, when I tweet stuff like that.
A double dick on Valentine's Day.
I know you're going to read it out loud. But,
that's funny.
Dixon Williams with a bomb to center. Man.
That's awesome.
4-2, Pirates lead in the 7th. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and have more for you, Pirate Radio Live, on a Friday after this.
Ron Ayers Ayers Motorsports is celebrating 50 years in 2025. Since 1975, they've been your go-to for motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more. This February, buy any handheld power equipment or mower or spend $50 or more on parts and apparel and get an entry to win a chainsaw or $200 gift card. The winner will be drawn on February 22nd. Stop on by and visit their 30,000 square foot showroom featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Hustler, and Steel equipment. Ron Ayers Motorsports, 50 years of quality and adventure.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird with some exciting news about Shimmer Boutique. The new website is live and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutiqueonline.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands from Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates!
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Life is unpredictable and full of possibilities. Chance by chance, moment by moment, we thrive on fueling epic stories that make each night unforgettable. At Four Loko, we salute those who dare to live in the moment. Four Loko nights should be big, bold, and unexpected. That is why Four Loko pushes the boundaries through product innovation and live events. Four Loko has just introduced new sour flavors, now available. Look for Four Loko at your favorite retailer and at fourloko.com. Make every night unforgettable with Four Loko.
I'm here with Jamie Lane with Carolina Hardscapes and Pools. Jamie, what's new?
For starters, we're building our new building out at 5019 Highway 43 South. We've also put together a 10-day pool package.
A 10-day pool package? What does that mean?
Well, people think pools take a long time, but with this package, we break ground and have you swimming in 10 days. Go to CarolinaHardscapesandPools.com or by calling 364-1201. You can stop by our office on Fire Tower Road. We can make your backyard dreams into a reality with landscaping, patios, fireplaces, and outdoor kitchens.
Carolina Hardscapes and Pools.
Enjoy the outdoors.
Eastern North Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Join the Rick House for date night. One low price for a 4-course meal for 2 and a bottle of wine on the 3rd Wednesday of every month.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000-square-foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Pirate Radio.
Behind every captain, there's a crew. Sure, some of you are as ugly as a sea cucumber. Some of you are closer to being a chair or coat rack than a pirate. And some of you are just fish I've dressed up in a hat.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. University PC Care is the local tech support experts for any business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of your business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. We have a final with ECU softball. They fall 6-5 to Radford. As you guys heard before the break, Dixon Williams 3-run shot to give us a 4-2 lead over George Mason. Still up to bat in the 7th with a runner on second and 2 outs.
There's small beef, but hey, graphics guy, I don't like seeing a runner lead off from second and the box highlighted shows him at first. Can we fix that?
I don't think that's too much to ask.
And we're frozen. So I got a lot of issues going on TV1 here. So we go to TV2. Thank you, Will. I was going to ask Will. Oh, Radford's mascot is what? What is their nickname?
Give me 5 seconds.
No, I know it. I was seeing if y'all know it.
I think
I know the logo.
The Terriers.
No, they are the Highlanders, I believe.
Wofford.
Okay, well, I'm now going to opt to my excuse. That was an answer Shirley fed me. So,
wow. Throw her under the bus. I like that. All right, Mike P. So we got a little sidetracked because Will was talking, and then Dixon Williams hit a bomb to center. Mike P. says, go back to my man saying he and other friends are coordinating their friend breaking up with a girl. What's all that about?
oh, no, it's the opposite of a breakup. It's...
You're trying to hook them up with a girl?
Well, I mean, like, they already have the basis of a relationship. We're more coordinating the finality of it.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, we'll see.
Kind of, what, pep talk or advice?
Kind of just
tell them to show it to her.
Brainstorming?
Waiting in the wings, helping where we can. We're good friends. I mean,
is he gonna have like an earpiece on the date, and y'all are feeding him lines? Like, what is?
I mean, I don't know if it'll necessarily entail.
Or
feeding
maybe
lines,
like
but
they're out to eat at a table, and then you and the dudes are at another table, and it like I have to go to the restroom, and he can kind of go there and say, "All right, here's what's happened so far. What's my next move?"
We haven't necessarily discussed, the logistics of it because we don't know every final detail of what's going on. But once we get those details, we're going to figure it out, and we're going to get them a good game plan, and we're going to get the job done.
All right. Good luck on that. Danny, what did you think about the flip and pimp from Dixon Williams?
Pretty cool. I was watching the replay of it, and I'm like, he's glad that was actually a home run, because if that's not a home run and he gets thrown out at second, buddy, let me tell you, he's coming out of the game.
You said he knew it, and it was the dead center. Like you don't usually,
especially today, dude. It's cold. The wind's blowing in. Like he must have cranked it because, and it barely. And I don't want to say barely, like 10 feet maybe, but like it was not a gimme. And he hit it, and he was like, "Yeah, that's not coming back."
Logan, I would show it to her. It being the home run from Dixon Williams. Did you see this earlier today? Make sure she sees that tonight.
I will, and that's what I was talking about. So just to clarify.
Good deal. All right.
She doesn't care about the date. She wants to see the dinger.
Scott says, clip, Debo Samuel comes to the Commanders. What do you think? I have been a huge Debo fan in his career, but I don't think I would super enjoy that.
I'd love him on the Giants.
I'd rather have...
Isn't he fat now?
He's always been a little chunky, but he's a great football player. But like T. Higgins, would you rather have T. Higgins or Debo? Tebow or Debo?
Debo.
T. Higgins is someone I've wanted for 2 seasons. So
I'll tell you who I want. I want Myles Garrett.
I want A.J. Brown.
Is that a possibility? Vrabel, Titans.
Well, there's a clip the other day. Edelman left a note in his locker before the Super Bowl, and they were talking about a post game with Kristen Thompson, and he was like, "I've looked up to him, Brady, and Gronk my entire life because I grew up a Patriots fan, and his old coach is there."
Danny's got the Vrabel connection,
and his old coach is there because if you remember the night that he got traded in 2020 on draft night. Vrabel lost his mind. He's like, "Why are we doing this? This is so."
I was going to ask you about that.
And we need a receiver.
They did that without Vrabel's input or knowledge or anything.
And now Vrabel runs the show. The problem is the caveat. He only has 1 year left on his contract, which would be tricky to handle because it's like if you trade for him, one, what are you going to give them that's worth it for them? And two, are you going to be able to extend them right away? So I don't know. But just to stick it up Trey's butt, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I texted Ryan McChrystal after the Super Bowl, but Cliff Godwin said he not only won a Super Bowl, but is engaged now.
Yeah, he posted the picture in the first quarter of the Super Bowl, and we were like, no way. Congratulations, dude. That's awesome. I mean, he's been dating this girl for a little bit, but hey, when you know, you know. So I'm happy for him and hope everything works out.
Yeah, that text has not been responded to yet. So...
Yeah,
I said that because of the Super Bowl. What if he thought I meant that due to him getting engaged? I could see why.
And the problem is you can't 2 weeks later be like, "Hey, by the way, I didn't mean that."
I know.
I didn't mean that about your wedding. I meant
it's
your
too late now.
I meant that about the birds. Yeah, you're just gonna have to wear it. Hopefully, he listens to this and gets it.
Yeah. Hopefully, he's. Where is he? Is he down in Florida yet?
Who knows? He could be anywhere right now.
Give us an update. What's Is Trey still around, or is he?
Trey was gone. Trey was gone last week. Carter leaves Sunday at 4 a.m., and I am here till the end of the month.
And then what are you doing?
Going home for a little bit to kind of figure out some baseball stuff, and then we will kind of take the next steps from there.
Could we see you? Would you be open to being a y'all or
potentially?
Okay.
I think it depends, kind of what health wise, if it makes sense, some other stuff. But I think the next month or so is kind of very telltale on what I'm going to do with my career, basically, is what I'm trying to get at.
All right. Very cool. Good luck, DB. We'll take our last break, come back, and wrap it up here on a Friday. Pirates up 4-2, top of the 8th. D-Lo still on the mound, and he walked them.
That hurts.
Leadoff runner on for Mason in the 8th. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
At a theme park, you might have to choose between a great deal or the best experience.
Wow, total access is expensive.
But with US Cellular Prepaid, getting a great deal doesn't mean sacrificing a great experience. US Cellular has no hidden fees or gimmicks, and now you can get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G for free. US Cellular Prepaid. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit elitepoolsnc.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
It's a new year at Fish Street Hardware with lots of new exciting additions. Hardware serves lunch and dinner daily, now featuring 9 new menu items: Buffalo Loaded Chips, North Carolina Cowboy, and more. Don't forget about Sunday brunch. Hardware has a weekly lineup starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday trivia with DJ Captain Morgan, and live music every Friday night. Also, brand new is the repair shop, Hardware's Game Room, which has dart lanes, pool tables, skee ball, and a projection screen. Come check out all the new at Hardware, and for more information, follow us on social media or check out our website for up-to-date event schedule at fishstreethardware.com.
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Ayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate.
Greenville business is booming. Greenville is growing fast, and new businesses are setting up shop all around the area. That means new employees and managers relocating to the community, and they need quality homes now.
Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kyra's Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at kyrasfloats.com. Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
It's bow time. Bojangles' new chicken rice bowl is built bold from the bottom up, with classic Bojangles flavor packed into every bite. Starting with a base of our signature dirty rice, we pile on even more flavor with Cajun pintos, then your choice of boldly seasoned grilled chicken or our iconic Supremes. Top it off with a sprinkle of cheese, and if you want to add some heat, add a dash of Texas Pete. Head to Bojangles and try the new chicken rice bowl for a limited time. It's bow time.
Pirate Radio.
Pirates. Maybe they're nice pirates. Right.
A toast to the captain.
Ahoy! Now the hair makes sense.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Quickly, let's take a look at your stock market report. The Dow was down 165 points at 44,546. The NASDAQ was up 81 points at 20,026. And the S&P stayed unchanged and closed out the week at 6,114. That's your Wells Fargo Advisor stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right, Danny's talking ball. What you got, Danny?
We might do Seawall. Wouldn't be great. I would. I wouldn't. I think that's what we're doing because we're double switching on defense.
All right, so DiLorenzo has walked 3 batters in the 8th inning. He is coming out of the game. Cliff is talking to the umpire. Danny was trying to figure out who's going to come in. Could it be Colby Wallace? We got to go, so y'all can figure this out on your own because we got to say goodbye. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Logan, Shirley Rhodes. Thank you for not fighting the TV.
Or not chunking out the window.
I figured.
DB, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you guys. Thanks
Well, talk to y'all Monday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live for the crew. I'm Cliff Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.